Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Book of War, and well, glad you could join us if you're tuning in live on Thursday here on YouTube or Twitch. And if you're new to the stream and you're wondering what this is, Book of War is our lightweight, easy to play, fast-paced war game based on classic D&D from the 70s or 80s. And I've had it on the market for a number of years, and we are continuing to play test for hopefully an upcoming new edition. And we've been playing it for about a decade at this point with myself and our friends. And I'm always running billions of computer simulations to make sure that it's fair and it's balanced and it's compatible with what would actually happen with classic D&D. And if you want to know more about it, you can go to oedgames.com and you'll see all about it, and including statistics that we're currently playing with in our streaming session. So, Gamma Dan Cullinan, thanks again for joining me.
Yeah, pleasure to be here, Dan.
Yeah. So when you walked in, I said you look very summery.
Thank you. Got my nice summer blue on.
which looks great on you. So it's been very nice in New York.
Oh yeah, it's actually spring. I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Right. True.
It's a very spring-like day, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're grateful for that because summer is, buggy and muggy, and it's not that yet.
True. Yes. True. So just a little pollen-y.
A little pollen-y,
yes.
Yeah. See if I can get through this without sniffling too much.
Well, the temperature's nice, at least.
Yeah.
So, so we're trying something different tonight. One of the things we've been focused on playtesting this season is the solo units of high-level wizards and dragons and lords and things like that. So what we did in the past 2 weeks is we opened up on the Wandering DM's Discord server. We asked any of our viewers to suggest armies. And who came through with a very detailed, very interesting army was our viewer Seeker, aka Julian. And big thanks to Julian. We flipped a coin right before we went live here, so we didn't know who was going to play what until about a minute and a half ago. And it came up that Gamma Dan is going to be playing Julian's army, and what Julian picked was a company of Gnolls. A Gnoll company, and I forgot to put it on screen. I forgot to put it on the. Jeez,
you can put it in the notes.
I knew that there was something I was missing, and I'm really sorry about that. So, if anybody's in the chat and wants to, Julian, just copy paste. So I'm glad you're here, Julian. Just if you can copy paste what you put on the Discord server in the chat, might be helpful. The main camera is a little out of focus.
This one?
Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe there's just maybe the light's bad there. Let me just check that. That might be something. Once the book's off screen, maybe that won't be an issue. Do I have that set up the way I normally do? Yeah, I think I do. Okay, so I think, as far as I know, the settings are normal. So once the book's off camera there. Yeah, so as Julian's reminding us in the chat there, and thank you, what Gamma Dan's going to be playing with is 14 figures of Gnoll medium foot, which actually represents 140 Gnolls in D&D. 16 figures of Gnoll longbows, which represents 160 Gnolls there. And then 3 figures, which represents 30 Gnoll leaders and elites. And according to D&D, Gnoll leaders have the statistics of ogres. They fight as ogres, so we'll be using our ogre statistics for that. And then 4 figures of bugbears representing 40 mercenary bugbears. So there's Julian's Gnoll company of lots and lots of Gnolls, a big batch of leaders, and also some bugbears for hire, which I thought was very interesting. How do you feel about that, Dan?
Super convenient. It's like a bunch of adjacent row. I have 4 adjacent rows in the unit types. Thank you, Joe.
That's great. I love that to death. Julian, is that how you did that? Is that how you picked that, or is that? So for what it's worth, right? In original D&D, the monsters are categorized by types. So in the little brown book that was the precursor to the monster manual, you've got all the humanoids one after the other in increasing power. So kobolds and goblins and orcs and gnolls and ogres. And so every single one of them says the leaders of this just act as the next one down.
Oh.
Right? So that's
That
right?
is interesting.
Right?
So, and this is how it's ordered here then, because ogres is next.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I basically put it sort of in the same order as an original D&D, right?
I had no idea. That's cool.
Which is pretty convenient.
Yeah.
Right? That was the original state. And then once they, later on when you alphabetized it, now you've got to jump around, orcs or with goblins or something else. So yeah. And Julian also had a dwarf army previously that had the same level of convenience, and he did. Okay, you were looking at that. Okay, great. That's great. So what I did is in the past when we've done this same kind of show, because I was going to see the army on Discord in advance, and I've run into trouble previously that I just can't help myself of immediately thinking what's the best counter to this.
Yes.
Right, and we've had Isabel. There's at least one episode with Isabel and me that turned into a big problem where Isabel and all the viewers legitimately critique me for having stacked the deck in advance. So what I do here is I pick out I have 3 opposition force armies that are picked out in advance before I know what's happening, and I randomly pick one of them. So what I have here is my opposition force number 1, and I bulked it up with extra points compared to what I did in a prior season. So this is my Black Horse company, and it's got a whole bunch of horses. So I have 3 figures of heavy horse, I have 10 figures of medium horse, I have 10 figures of horse archers, and then I have 1 figure of stone giants to provide artillery. And I have 22 elf lightfoot. So
wow, you've got quite a force there.
Yeah, right. So I got a heavy type, I got kind of a medium type, I got horse archers, and just to be clear, the elves don't have bows.
Okay.
Right, they're lightfoot only, so they're fast. If woods show up, I can hide them in woods.
Right.
Is the one kind of special thing there. So this is going to be a much simpler game than we've been running the last couple of weeks. So if you are new to the stream, I think this is a pretty good example of how Book of War runs, like in the basic game, I guess I would say. So we don't have any wizards, we don't have any flying dragons, we don't have fire breath, we don't have fireballs or lightning, we don't have sweep attacks from the lords. So this is all basic type units. Let me think. So there's a couple of special things. Is obviously the giants can throw stones pretty well. They do 3 damage. Stone giants do 3 damage when they throw stones, right? The horse archers can move and shoot and move again, and they're the only unit that ever does that. Let me think. Of course, the horses get double penalized in bad terrain or weather if that shows up. The elves can hide in woods if woods show up to begin with. And then I think the thing that possibly backwards is saying a gnoll versus a horse, of course. So the thing that, and Dan, you've picked gnolls in the past, not in such enormous numbers.
No.
And one of the things that kind of stands out, just right out of original D&D, I did not make this up, is they have an extra morale bonus of +2, which is pretty big news when you're rolling 2 dice for morale all the time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, morale bonus of +2 for both your types of gnolls. So when Gamma Dan rolls morale for the gnolls, you'll take the loss ratio, right? Add 2 for their health, add 2 for their extra morale bonus, down by 1 because they're chaotic.
Chaos.
So it's basically going to be the loss ratio +3.
Okay.
With obviously the target to get to 9.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So they might have some staying power.
I hope so. Now,
Yeah.
I think we also established around the time I last used Gnolls that they are just ever so slightly overpriced.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right. So it's interesting that Julian picked that, particularly the longbows. I think just happened to fall on the wrong end of the costing mechanism.
Right.
They were either going to they're right in this zone where either they're going to be too cheap or slightly too cheap or slightly too pricey.
Yeah.
And frankly, to be safe, they get set to be slightly too pricey.
Yep.
So we'll see. we'll see. If
We'll
that
see. Yeah.
makes a big difference or not.
Yeah.
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 Once again, the price comes up to the dice. So if the dice, go well, they might stick around longer.
Yeah. I imagine. Yeah. That it's. Don't know the statistical way to think about that exactly, but I guess yes, it's the mean square error instead of bias, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Blog post.
Totally. And I gotta thank Julian, because this is one of these things that I need kind of like an outside eye to look at, is that I do tend to make my armies biased towards what miniatures I have.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Partly to make them look good on camera, and so I don't have anywhere near that many Gnoll miniatures. I only have frankly about 8 or so. So usually we pick some Gnolls, we sprinkle them in, and then I have to make substitution miniatures. So we're using my giant batch of orc miniatures to represent the Gnolls tonight. So that's kind of a little blind spot that I have, and big thanks to Julian for considering an army just all made of Gnolls, which I wouldn't have thought of. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, there must be a time in the not too distant future where you're going to be able to just crank these things out at home, these figures,
That has been suggested, and as we think about hopefully someday the second edition of Book of War, Dan, you have suggested providing paper tiles like battle system
style,
right, to get started, which is great. And when I was discussing last time we had an interview with Matt Finch of Swords and Wizardry.
Nice.
When we wrapped up, we were chatting a little bit off camera, and what he recommended as kind of like maybe a Kickstarter extra tier is 3D files of extra miniatures that could be printed by people with a 3D printer for maybe extra heroes or wizards or something like that.
Right. Nice.
Yeah, which I wouldn't have thought of that. So Matt's way out ahead of me.
He's definitely ahead of the game. I mean, he always is. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So I think that was good for me to hear. And then maybe someday that'll even be more common than it is today. Let's see here. Yeah, and of course, Julian's pointing out that when we've worked with my opposition force in the past had fewer points, and I think when we worked with Gnolls in the past, we were working with smaller points. So it's interesting that you've decided to stack up your Gnolls in larger batches.
Yeah.
To hopefully, it sounds to me like you're hoping to capitalize on the morale bonus and make them really sticky.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Want to be very dense and just swing through you like a wrecking ball.
Regardless of the balancing, right? If one player just plays better, I mean that's probably going to be the difference right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
As anyone who's watched the last 2 seasons can tell you, there's more to it than the balanced armies. Yes.
There's also how well you use them. So as usual, as my partner Isabel said just before we get started, may the best Dan win. So let's again, if you. And I'm sorry I didn't have the forces on screen there. So if you want to see the particular statistics that we're using with the Gnolls and my horses and Giant and Elves, feel free to go to oedgames.com/streaming. The current season, you'll see the statistics that's in play tonight. And I guess we can get started with our terrain rolls.
All right.
Right after we roll initiative, right?
Because that determines how many each of us. Yeah.
Correct, among other things.
Ooh,
okay, that's a tie, so we'll just re-roll that.
Okay, I won.
Great. So I will be setting up first.
Yes.
And I'll be rolling terrain first, and
last.
And last. So I'll wind up rolling 4 times, and you'll wind up rolling 3 times for terrain there. Let me just back up and get a little bit more space here. There was a step in my prep of I need to name my heroes tonight, and then I was like, oh right, we don't have heroes tonight, so
no heroes
that was slightly easier. So okay. So my first roll for terrain is 10, which is a marsh. Now, obviously, with my horse-heavy army, I'm hoping for a lot of open terrain, like happened in the last episode, which was then totally foiled by the fact that we got rain. So this marsh doesn't make me extremely happy.
Oh yeah, that was a slow game last time.
It was. It was. So you have 16 figures of no long. We have two units of no longbows is what's going to happen. Get this out of here. What's their range is probably 21, right? Longbows, 21?
Yeah, longbows are usually, yes they are.
Okay, so you slightly outrange me. My giant has a range of 20, and my horse archers have a range of 18 if I'm going on memory.
Yeah.
You slightly outrange me. Ugh. Interesting. Oh, your bugbears can hide in woods.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
Your bugbears can hide in woods. Just going on memory.
Yeah, that came up last game, yeah.
It did. Jeez. Huh. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what I should do, but I'm just going to put this marsh right in the middle.
All right.
There's the marsh.
Safe. All right, I'm going to roll terrain. Ready?
Yes, thank you.
7.
That's open, which I like.
Okay.
Now, as I make my next roll, Julian's reminding us that last time we used a Gnoll-type army from Julian, Isabel was playing it, and she won.
All right.
So he has high expectations for tonight. 9 is woods. Okay, so that's potential hiding spot for elves and or bugbears. Of course, I'd prefer to have 2.
So
And
then
I
you
prefer
didn't know which
2
one.
woods, right? Exactly. So,
Well, we've only rolled 3 times, so there's still 3 rolls left.
I'm going to put that here. Is that? Where do I want that? Yeah, I'm going to do that. And of course, Joan's asking what happens if both sides hide in the same place. And we're pretty sure we dealt with this last time. Right. And so how would anybody know? So as soon as somebody starts moving, that's when we discover that fact, and then they're just immediately fighting, is what we decided last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Right. Okay, so 5 is a hill. Here is a hill.
Okay. All right. I think I'm going to put the hill here. Oh, no. You know what? I think I'll put the hill... Decisions.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'll put the hill here, because I really want to screw up the horses. That's my final answer.
So this is my 3rd roll. Do you want to?
I mean, that seems
I
like
could
a 1
accept,
to me.
Okay,
yeah.
great. So 6 is open, which is in my favor. So
Okay.
I'm happy to accept that.
I changed my mind. No, I'm kidding. Okay, ready? This is my last roll, and then you get 1 more, right?
That's right.
Ooh.
Oh, crap.
Gully time.
That's a gully, okay. So gully works like a reverse hill. You can go into it for free. Unless someone's right at the lip, you're safe from shooting, and then to come out, you got to pay 2 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to make your life as difficult as I possibly can.
Well, that's unfortunate that you've become a good player. Okay, so here is my 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this right? So you've gotten...
Yes, I think this is right, because I've rolled 3 times, and this will be your 4th. That was the plan, right? To have 7 rolls?
And we've had 2 opens, right? Yes.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4 plus. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So here's the last roll here, and I've rolled an 8.
Open.
Which
No,
is
you're
woods,
right.
Which
It's
is more
woods.
woods.
I'm sorry.
So.
So now we do get that interesting
Yeah.
dynamic.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. So bracketing the table with woods on either side. All right. Now, this is the point where we roll for weather, and I just usually let the guests do that. So let me pull up the weather table. Whoops. There we go.
Ready?
Yeah. 1 is sunny. So
that's bad news for me.
no, it's not.
Oh, Gnolls is okay.
Yeah, Gnolls are fine. Yeah. So, of course, what Dan thought was sunny. The main effect that sunny weather has is that kobolds and goblins. I mean, we don't have kobolds.
And
what am I saying?
orcs.
Goblins and orcs is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Goblins and orcs get massively penalized in the sunlight with penalties to hit and penalties to morale, which means they're probably basically lost. But yeah, Gnolls are powerful enough; they don't have that. They don't have that penalty,
Great.
so you're fine.
That's good news.
Yeah. So sunny weather, everything's open. Nobody has extra move penalties. The archers are full capacity, and you're so well selected, Julian. Julian picked the
Thank you, Julian.
the minimal humanoid that's unaffected by sun.
Yeah. That's nice work.
Yeah. So yeah, a powerful force. Now, I don't have a pen with me. So as I set up, which I'm going to do here, are we okay if we just trust each other to be honest about where our hidden forces are?
So basically, we're going to decide right now.
Right.
And we're going to stick with what we decide. Yes.
Correct.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
So if you start moving, then the unit shows up, or if an opponent moves into that space, you throw it.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Each of us in turn closes our eyes, and the other one points to the audience.
Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Actually, that's great. Yeah.
That'll make it a little more interesting.
I like that a lot. Jeez, that's great.
So, do you want me to close my eyes first, and you point to the audience?
I don't know where I'm setting it up right now.
All right. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay. So I'm probably gonna set up my whole army here, and then I'll point to where my figures. Let me put up the icon for the fact that this is sunny weather.
And that's good for your horse guys too.
It
I
is.
mean, cloudy would have been fine as well, but
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so I got the little sun icon up in the top right of the stream there. So, yeah, you have made this complicated for horses, haven't you?
Yeah.
At least it's not raining.
Yeah.
You know what? And right now, I was like, just for a second, I was like, okay, which piece of terrain can my wizard move for my best advantage? And then I'm like, oh, I don't have wizards. That's terrible. I can't modify the terrain magically.
Yeah.
Gasp. I actually just have to play with this. That sucks. That is hard. What the hell am I going to do? So if I fight in any of this crap, I lose half of my attacks from my horses.
You've probably written a blog about this. I'm sorry, I don't want to go on a tangent, so you can definitely just bookmark this. But what are your theories about the preponderance of wizards in the world? Like, how common are they? And, particularly high level ones.
Right. I feel like great question.
You don't have to answer it now, but
I tend to thumb through the first edition book, right? And more or less they're saying for what they say there is 1 in 100 people have can have a class level, and 3% of them are wizards or something like that. Feel free to look that up. So as a first stab, I do have these posts on demographics about levels and stuff. So high level that'd be pretty rare.
So even the lowest level would be 1/3% or something. Is that right? 1 in 100 and 3% of that. Yeah.
So I think at least from the numbers that I come up with, I think there would be one 18th level wizard, one archmage in first edition, per 4 million people or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And we're thinking like medieval population levels.
Yeah.
So there might be one of them per continent.
Right.
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 Is what I'm thinking. I'm going by memory, so I could look up what I came up with.
Right. So yeah, it would be even less than the low levels would be like a very minuscule number of the population. That's good. I agree with that. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So I feel like there's magic, but my campaigns are lower magic than some people will. It's not high fantasy, I guess. So I think that's for me in world building. I think that's an important question to answer up front.
Yeah.
I feel you ought to kind of know that when you make your world sooner rather than later.
Absolutely, and I've never played 3rd edition, but I've read some 3rd edition supplements, and they have like these whole magic economies and magic, and I don't really like all that.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of us agree. And then a couple times on the Sunday show in the last couple of weeks, I think we've touched on the basic D&D known world, which came out and claimed that the Empire of Alphatia has a ruling council of 1,036th level magic users, right? And most of us roll our eyes and go, what was that about? That's crazy talk.
It's dumb.
Yeah. Thank you. Great art in that book, but So that's a good question. So Packwees is saying to the demographic spreadsheet, which is correct, and Julian's saying all the wizards 7th level and up in your campaign world within about 1,000 miles of the play area are named, identified in advance, and there's only about 24 of them. More if you count secret wizards like the Liches.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that. See, I like that.
Very good.
Yeah.
And that's coming from 1st edition. What he's quoting there.
I mean, this is for his. I think this is Julian's campaign.
For his campaign.
This is Julian's campaign world specifically.
Very cool.
And it's a good idea, and Julian has quality designs.
Oh yeah.
So that might be better than 1st edition, in my opinion. My amateur opinion. Okay. Anyway, back to just setting up my forces. So that was all of that conversation was basically a delay to make me not have to decide on where to put my horses in this horrible gauntlet that's been set up. Okay, so I see where. Okay, so the main thing is this is such cruddy terrain that I'm going to put my forces in columns to get through these channels is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn everybody around like so. So this should help a bit. And okay, so the horse archers. I will point out that I've used almost all the horse miniatures that I have right now. There will be more coming in the future because one of our close friends are painting additional miniatures that I have at the moment.
Cool.
Specifically, at some point in the week, Julian was asking how many dwarf Krennicaneer miniatures mounted Krennicaneer miniatures do I have? And my answer was currently none because they're currently out of the house. Jeez, is that a good idea? Oh my God. Yeah, you've really hosed me here. Yeah, okay. I get it. Man, I put the marsh in the wrong orientation for me. And you outrange me with those guys. Are the elves off camera here? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to try a couple different plays here. Okay, so here's my giants. I got a few horse archers in the middle. I got elves backing them up. These are heavy horse. These are horse archers. I got medium horse on the sides. I got one unit of elves that's off camera right now.
Okay, just one. Okay.
Right. Correct. So just this one's off camera. So at this point, I'm willing to have Gamma Dan close his eyes, turn around, and I'm going to point to you, the viewer, that the hidden elves are here. Here is where they are, and I'm done pointing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Great.
Yeah.
My turn to set up.
Right? So viewers, if I forget or lie or cheat, hold me, point out, tell me, correct me, because I might in the heat of the moment I might possibly forget, yeah. Backways, to touch base on the Wizards issue, Backways looked up in my demographic spreadsheet. I might have been off by a decimal place in my memory. And Backways is saying, according to Delta's spreadsheet, name level wizards are 0.004% of the population. So should be about 400 out of 12 million is what he's got there. Yeah.
Nameless, that's 9th level, right?
9th level, right, right. So if at some point, what was important to me is how many archmages are there.
Yes.
And like I say, 18th level, I came up with about one per continent.
That's awesome.
One
I
per
love
4
that.
million.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. That's great stuff. I'm going to sort of position my guys like this. Maybe,
And while Dan's positioning his Gnolls, I'll just address Julian's question in the chat there of where do I now you're asking Dan, which is both of us, I guess, right? Where do you fall on the Gnoll role-playing spectrum? Do you consider them to be literal demon spawn, which I believe is the lore of 5th edition, I believe, to Gnolls in tights? And I feel it's a great question because Gnolls are one of my favorite non-human creature types, frankly. And I've had really spectacular experience in the past role-playing Gnolls specifically. Like I've had brand new players come in, interact with Gnolls, and I just went to town with it, and they were like blown away by what happened with Gnolls. And I like them being, in the world. So personally, I like them being, biological creatures with clans, and I like digging into their partly hyenas, and what is a hyena clan like, and they're matriarchally led, is my understanding of hyena packs and stuff like that. And I understand why 5th edition is doing their demon spawn thing, and I don't think that that's a sustainable strategy long term. So I think that the attempt, what 5th edition is doing with their demons is trying to avoid a particular type of criticism, and I don't think they're going to avoid the criticism going forward.
Yeah.
So I Gnolls are nuts, and they're predators, and they want to eat people, and they're very interesting creatures in my book.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think I agree with your. I have never, first of all, I'm basically a COVID DM. So aside from a brief stint in the 80s as a child playing D&D, I didn't play for most of my life. So I don't have as much Gnoll experience as you, is what I'm getting at. But I just basically play them, not as some kind of demon spawn, but as sort of self-interested, chaotic hyena people. Yeah.
I'm down with that. That's the classic D&D, and I like them. I like them being in the world, and of course, Lord Dunsany didn't tell us very much about them.
About Gnolls.
It's very unclear.
Now, but that use of the word Gnoll is a different. Like, there's Gnolls in that kind of fantasy. Is it hyena people, or is it? No. It
was ambiguous. So Lord Dunsany had a short story, how somebody countered the Gnolls or something like that. And that short story kept them very vague and ambiguous for narrative purposes. Totally unclear. Totally doesn't say what they look like. Doesn't say very much about how they act.
Right.
So we get to make it up.
Cool.
Yeah. The hyena thing came in for D&D later.
Yeah.
Which is neat, and I like it, frankly.
I do too.
Yeah. It's a good choice.
All right. So I'm going to. I think this is going to be my. Maybe I'll. Yeah. And I'm ready to point to the camera.
Got it.
So if you want to look away.
So Dan has a force of bugbears that will be hidden in the woods, and I'm currently looking away. My face is at the computer, but I'm not.
And your eyes are closed.
My eyes are closed. I will.
Okay.
You know what? I'll do this.
Okay, everybody, can you see what I'm? Okay, everybody got that? Okay, I'm done pointing.
I don't know. That's really fun for some nutball reason. Crazy. Okay, so we have set up, and we're ready for me to take the first turn. So let me get this out of the way, and let me play the official starting horn for the viewers. If I can get this to play. Is that the play button? Do this right there. You go. All right, so we're started, and I'm declaring my initial moves, and so heavy horse goes 12. These guys could go up to 24. Ugh. So these archers will go as far as they can up to the edge of the marsh. The giants will go as far as they can. Geez, I already regret my setup. These horse archers are going to cut across here.
Okay.
Cut across here and try to get up that hill.
Okay.
These heavy horse will come behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys get priority. These guys will come behind them as far as they can go.
Okay.
These guys go full. These guys go full. These medium horses will go up this channel as far as they can go. These ones follow the heavy horse. These infantry, these elves, will follow these horses as much as they can. And my other elves, which are here, immediately come out of the woods to take that hill.
Oh, wow.
And they want to go to the top of the hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
That happened fast. That comes at you fast.
Are your bugbears here?
I don't have to reveal that, do I?
Well, I'm moving, so so this is the question. So this is what we did in the past, and that's Backwace's question. What happens if we both point to the same place? So if you're standing there, then presumably we run into each other. and you would block me, and we'd have a fight.
Okay. So you would know, is what you're saying. You would know. Your elves would know if the bugbears were in the wood.
Only if they're right here, right? So I'm gonna show you where I set up.
Yes.
They're right here. Are you in contact? Are your bugbears in contact with that force?
No.
Got it. Done. So that's the way in the past. Does that feel okay?
Yeah. Perfect.
Right, that's it.
Perfect.
Right. So your bugbears could be somewhere else in that particular woods, and I would not know about it. That's how we're doing that. So so my elves move 12. Elves move 12. So this is looks like 5, 6, 7 to get up the hill.
Yeah.
I'd be at 8 and not. I'd be at 8 here.
Okay.
10 here, 12. So I would just barely get up to the top.
Okay.
I'd be 7 plus 4 is 11, and I'd have 1 more inch to get in.
Okay.
That's it. So 8 plus 4 is 12 to the 8.
Okay.
Yeah. There. I got 1 straggler here too. Okay, so I want to take that hill away from your archer types. Is my plan there.
Right.
So these horse archers, they can go up to 24. So there is 12. Let me get through this marsh here. There is I'm up to 18. I'm measuring from the outside all the time. So that's my 24.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can't shoot. I don't get a double move out of that. These guys can move up to 12. So to here. I said I'd put these guys. Is that within 24 of the marsh? Yeah. So these guys go right up to the edge of the marsh. Stone giants can go 20? Is that right? No, only 12. Oh, jeez, I completely outpaced my stone giants. And remember already, these are all massed units, so that is, this figure represents 10 stone giants altogether. And so these guys can go up to 18 like that. I said I wanted these guys up this channel. So there's 11 and 7 more. Just checking my move. They can go 18, right, for medium horse, right. And then these foot guys at the back can go up to 12. So I think it's going to be a fairly fast-paced game, and with a bunch of horses.
The horses are quick.
Without rain, probably going to be pretty speedy to get into contact there.
Okay.
And get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. So that's my move, and already brought my elves out of hiding.
Yes.
To take that hill. So I'm putting a lot of pressure there on Gamadan. So I don't have any attacks, and it's your turn.
All right. So I am going to first of all reveal where my bugbears are.
Great. And you only have to do that if you're moving or whatever.
I only have to do that. Well, okay, yeah. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna.
Great.
So
feel free to put them on the board if that's helpful. Ah, crap. Crap. Damn it.
So,
who taught you to be a good player? Oh, man.
So that's them. And then what I'm going to do over here, my intention...
That was a great placement. I don't know why I didn't see that.
I'm gonna melee is the plan. So okay,
right.
And then this I plan to do a half move and fire with these guys.
Yeah.
I am gonna go ahead and do a full movement here. These guys I think are going to, after they've gone their full move, kind of go behind and slightly diagonal. Maybe not quite that diagonal, but slight diagonal. And then these I think are just going to advance straight. Full move.
Yeah.
I think all of my units are 9, if I'm not mistaken.
That feels...
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yep, you're right. All 9s.
All right.
That's easy.
So,
boy, what a great design for an army.
Yeah, super convenient. The most convenient army ever. So then half move. And then
Boy, the bugbear placement was just great. I am really unhappy about that.
So I think, yeah, I basically just, I've got enough so I can just kind of get behind these even with the slight.
Great.
You know, it's plenty. I can go like there if I wanted, right? So I'm just gonna kind of go like this, and then full movement here. And same here. All right. So, I have 2 attacks I'd like to do.
Dice here.
All right. So, shall I see if I'm long range or not?
Yes, please.
I think I am.
There's 21 with longbows.
So 21. That means 10 and a half would be long range.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm long range.
Okay.
I'm like 14.
Great.
So, elves are what? 4.
They are. Yeah.
So I need
like
5s to hit.
Agreed.
And I get 1, 2, 3, 4.
However many figures you have.
8. I get 8 shots.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
Agreed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So I need 5. Okay. Whoa.
That's not bad. Now there's a lot of 4s.
Oh, you're right.
I'm glad you're in long range, right? So I only lose 3 figures
just 3 figures
instead of like 7.
Yeah, it looked better than it was.
Yeah.
A lot of pips, but wrong. Okay.
Right. So in short range, I would have lost 7 right there.
And then I don't even think I really had to move to be in melee here. I mean,
I'm unhappily agreeing with that. And so while you were grabbing dice there, I pulled out because there was a rule question in the past.
Okay.
Where this kind of situation where you're fighting right on the edge of the woods there.
Yes.
And the agreement that we came up with in the past is if you're meleeing right at the edge of the terrain, we use the more restrictive type applying. So for your bugbears, that makes no difference because they're foot types. But at least on my turn, if I turn around with my horses to fight back, I have to have my attacks.
Oh, great.
We act like this is effectively in the woods.
Excellent.
Well, so anyway, so you get your full attacks, and my options next turn are not great.
Okay. So as bugbears with health 3, I get a +1 to hit, right?
Yep.
And then I just do the 1 damage. So that's 4 attacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
And you need 4s.
I need 4s because of the +1.
Yeah.
Right.
No fucking way.
No!
Oh my lord! So Dan rolled all 5s. If that's not Jesus, oh, Lord. So that my shit. Anyway,
talk about an ambush.
I'm literally speechless. So fortunately, my horses are 2 health each, so I only lose 2 figures. So this one and this one.
Okay.
Good. Wow. That's.
And so this is a question that it wouldn't apply here anyway. It's just a genuine question.
Yeah.
So I believe in OD&D, if you attack from behind, you get +2. But also if you attack from surprise, I'm talking about the D&D.
Yeah.
You get +2. Would this be considered something like this? And again, it doesn't matter in this case. But would this be considered a surprise attack with a bonus?
I think classic D&D, first edition, original D&D. I think that. I don't think you do get it. I think what the rule probably is like if you're attacked by surprise, you don't get your dexterity bonus, and maybe you can't use a shield.
Okay.
I think is what it is. I don't think there's a flat bonus, but you lose. I think you lose your dexterity bonus is usually the plan.
Okay.
I think so. I'm actually not assuming that standard knights have dexterity bonuses. So if I was DMing standard D&D, that would actually be a normal attack.
Fine, that answers my question.
I think now in chainmail there might be like if you flank. I mean the dice are different, so it's like if you flank it's +1 and rear it's +2 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it would not apply here.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you
suffer. We had a question. It's the viewers are having tough times telling where your archer types are. Can you just point out to the viewers?
Oh
where your
yeah,
archer
sorry.
figures-
So these are archers,
Yeah.
and these are archers.
And all the rest are
Our
standard foot. Yeah. Alrighty. So my morale checks. Let me roll for these horses here. So the ratio 3 divided by 2 is 1
Yeah.
plus 2 for their health.
Yeah.
So the dice need to come up 6.
Now, the -1 for chaotic is only for figures with like the chaotic isn't it isn't like contagious. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the
I
whole
do.
army doesn't become
Correct.
chaotic. Okay.
Correct. It's just those figures.
Right.
So I frequently have had goblin foot, which is what you're asking about right now. I've had goblin foot and men horses.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And only the goblins get the morale
Right.
penalty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why that confused me for the first time in a
Yep.
year.
Quality question. So these horses here, I need to, if I roll 6 or more, their morale is good. I've rolled an 11, so they're
Okay, you're still in there.
they're not. That would have really hurt to just rout them right off the bat.
Mm.
So those elves, I've got 8 left.
Yeah, you might
divided
not
by
need to roll.
3 is 2.
Oh, you do need to roll. Yeah.
Right. Plus 1 for health, plus 1 because they're lawful.
Okay,
Plus 1 because they're lawful.
so that's +4.
Right. So the dice need to be 5 or more.
Okay. No!
Wow. So I've rolled. Now I'm not even laughing at this. So I just rolled snake eyes, and the whole that whole batch of hidden elves is completely routed, based on that initial shot.
Mm.
Wow. Okay. Boy, I thought that was a clever move to take that hill. I knew I was kind of putting them out in some amount of risk, right?
Yeah.
Some kind of danger to put them out is like my my expeditionary force. But I had these horses coming up right behind them, and I thought that'd be okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Well.
Okay, shake it off. Shake it off.
Yeah.
Wow. Good rolls. Good moves.
Thanks.
Poop. Okay. Damn. Okay, so what is my move in response? And the number one question is, do I want to fight these guys here? So my options are bad, right? So if I fight, I lose half my attacks because you're standing in the woods. We have the no sideways scraping rule, so I can't just do this. I'm forced, if I want to get out, I must spend half my move turned that way,
Okay.
and then start moving that way.
Oh yes. That's right.
And the whole middle part's all
whole mess,
clogged
yeah.
because of this terrain. So I think my choice is I'm gonna return fire here, as
Okay.
bad as it is.
Okay.
My armor's not bad. You wouldn't think, as long as Dan doesn't keep rolling 5s and 6s tonight. Okay. Regression to the mean. I'm regression to the mean. You've had some good rolls, Dan.
That's right.
You've had some good rolls.
I sure have.
Right. Long run, that shouldn't continue.
Shouldn't matter.
So I'm gonna rely on the fact that I probably have some pretty good rolls coming my way soon.
That's
so
right.
turn around. I'm gonna take advantage of that.
What are the average number of rolls in a book of wargame? You don't know.
I don't. Someday we'll have an AI that can just scan all our prior videos and tell us.
Tell us that, okay.
Hopefully several million would help me out. I'm hoping. I trust. So then this gets clogged up. Okay, this guy's definitely better throwing stuff than melee. If my giant moves at all, he can't throw. Jeez, boy, there's no good place for my horse archers. Okay, all right. We can work with this. So the giant's gonna move up. I'm pretty sure I'm not in range right now. I'm not
He
within
has
20 inches.
20, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move up to the edge of the marsh.
Yeah.
That gives me some space here. The elves are going to pivot and come at your bugbears
Okay.
in the woods, try to flush them out.
Okay.
Then, so can I get my horse archers up on the hill with a half move? Unfortunately, I don't think so, because I got to pay double to get up the hill. I got to pay 8 inches, and that would only leave me 4 inches with a half move. So, obviously I can't get up the hill and shoot. That's too bad. So I'm gonna have these horse archers just go right up to the edge of the hill. I'm gonna have them go up to the first tier.
Okay.
First tier, which blocks shooting. Right, I'm gonna have them go up the first tier. That's it.
Okay.
And then, I kind of want them over here, so there's space for something else.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna have the heavy horse and the medium horse go their 12 inches to that same hill.
Okay.
That seems like the best thing I can do. That's my move. So clearly this guy can do this. We're going to pivot around here so we can fight.
Yep.
So pretty clearly these guys can get up to the first tier. So that'll be 5 plus 4.
Yep.
6 plus 4 is 10.
With the 8, because the Yep.
So I'm just going to do this.
Makes sense.
This and this. And this is clearly within 12.
You could put the front up.
Right, I did want to put them to a little side, right? Is that okay? Like
yeah,
that?
you said that.
Yeah.
You said leaving room for something else.
I'm going to take these guys off the tray because this is
Okay.
getting in my way here. So presumably they came this way. I think I can do that. That's clearly... Yeah, I'm not... So now I'm not getting my full movement because they're all clogged up here. And then these guys can go 12. So there'd be... Okay, so it's 4... And 8 takes them about here.
Okay.
All right. So my only attacks are here. I only because you're standing in the woods there. I only get 1 die per figure. So I need whatever your armor is. They're 5, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. 5.
Yeah.
Everything's 5.
Yeah.
Everything's
Okay.
5.
Okay. There you go. So I need 5s to hit your bugbears. I've rolled a total of 5. I've rolled a grand total of 6, actually. Maybe I could add that. No.
You know, the regression is going to be so sweet, though.
So no hits. No hits. Yeah, and right, and Julian's pointing out this is a terrible fight for my horses. You've got 3 health, so even if I hit you all 3 times, that's only 1 figure down.
You're right. Wow.
Yeah, and now I've got them all boxed in here, frankly.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your move,
My
sir?
move. So I think what I'd like to do.
Yeah, that looks really bad for my horses. There.
These are AC. The horse archers are AC 4.
Correct.
All right. I'm gonna. This is risky business. I think I'm gonna see if I can get away with a half move and fire with these guys.
Okay. Yep.
And then this time I'm gonna do a full move with these archers.
Yeah.
These guys are gonna continue to make their way towards that hill.
Yeah.
Or really more towards the edge of the hill, I think.
Yeah.
And then these guys just forward. Okay?
Yeah.
So, 4.5 inches. 4.5, and I'll do it from this outer. Okay, that's 4.5, right?
Yep. Dan's being very careful with his
Because it's
measurement,
going to matter.
it may or may not be in range when he takes a shot.
It's going to matter. All right, I think that's where I was. So now these guys, though, get a full 9.
Yeah.
I guess I'll make them just a little.
So just a little shy of that hill, far side of that hill there.
Yeah.
With the null foot.
This guy's falling off. Okay. And then these guys are 9.
All right, so I'm grabbing. Okay, so your force is a little bit slow, but tough.
Now, nothing happens on the gully except
Right.
on the way out, right?
Correct. Going in is free.
All right.
Roaches go in, but they don't come out.
Yeah. Can I just like scooch this a tiny bit this way?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry guys, somehow I got more. Okay.
And I'll just say, in case this comes up, our ruling in the past has been if you're down in a gully, you can't get shot unless archers are standing at the lip. If they're right at the lip on top of you, they can shoot down.
Okay.
Other than that, you're safe from archery fire.
All right. So moment of truth on these guys.
Okay, let me go to the let me flip to the overhead camera. So Dan is measuring.
And to be clear, I'm aiming at your horse.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Are his horse archers within? Are your longbows within 21 inches of my horse archers?
Okay, so there's the horse archers. Oh, easy.
Yeah, only about
Easy.
18 inches.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I am long range.
Poop.
Okay.
So
So I need 5s, and I
You
get
do.
8 again.
You
right?
do.
8
Correct.
rolls. Okay.
Correct.
Oh, sorry. Now can the oh yeah, you can see me. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Three. Okay.
Yeah.
So the horses are 2 health. So I lose 1,
Okay.
and there's a remainder of 1.
All right.
I mean, it's confirmed that they're 2 health because there was one season where I declared horse archers to be 1 health, but
Okay.
they are in fact 2 health nowadays.
Okay.
Yep.
And so that just leaves melee over here. So I get
Yeah.
4 dice and I need 5s.
Yeah. Do you want to pull this
No,
guy?
I need 4s.
Do you want to pull this guy in contact because he's technically not?
Okay. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right, so
Actually, that's better. I wish I hadn't suggested that.
so then we can. So I need 4s because of the +1, right? Okay.
Yeah.
See, regression-
There's that's what I'm talking about.
And so it begins.
No hits that time, so it averages out
It does.
between the 2 rounds.
It
No
does.
problem. Why was I worried? And that's all your attacks, right?
Okay. Yeah. And here you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So just one morale check here with these guys, which is probably pretty easy. So 4 divided by 1 is 4 plus 2 for their health.
Yeah.
So I that's actually out of.
You need
I need a 3.
You need don't get snake eyes.
Don't get snake eyes.
You already rolled your
again.
snake eyes. You already rolled your.
What are the
snake eyes.
chances? That can't.
I think
that won't happen again.
They're the same as a high level wizard, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So don't roll snake eyes again. Okay.
No.
That first one came up wasn't super great, but yeah. Okay. So they're still there. So and I'm remembering. Note to self: they're about 18 inches away, which is the distance of my composite bows.
Yes, it is indeed.
So, therefore, on my turn, I'll definitely not move because I'm going to take a full-on shot. So I could hit. I probably am going to have to hit them. They could be them or the ogres, but I think I better eliminate because I don't want to take another full shot on the next turn. So these guys won't move. I mean, I can't stop this. I don't have enough stuff to stop this, so I'm going to have to deal with that later. So the giants won't move so that they can throw. The elves come forward and get in as many guys in contact as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna get when I shoot you, and I'm in 18 inches, I'm gonna get 8 dice. I'm gonna need. Crap! Are your longbows armor 5?
Yeah, everything's 5.
Oh God,
Everything's 5.
So at long range, I'm going to need 6s. So I'm probably only going to hit you once. I'm going to roll 8 dice. I need 6s. I'll probably only hit you once. Obviously not eliminate any. Clearly the unit's still going to be there. So... You have 2 health. You have +2 morale. I really wish there was a... Jeez, that's going to be miserable. I'm trying to think of any way I can poke a hole in your line there. Well, okay, the giant. Okay, so I'm probably going to get 1 hit with the horse archers, and the giant. Well, let's assume I hit you. You take 3 damage. So maybe I'll knock off 2 figures. 6/2 is 3 plus 3 more. There's no way they're gonna break. This is a crappy situation. I really wish those hells hadn't broken on the first turn. That's... Huh. I really thought Gnolls were overpriced. My horse archers are going to ride over the hill and charge your archers.
Gotcha.
Is what they're going to do. And then the heavy horse go as forward as far as they can. The medium horse falls behind. All right. So so I can bring these guys. So that's 1 inch, and then if I half move through the woods, I can clearly get these guys to bend into contact. Do you agree with that? Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to pull anybody from behind, but I'm just going to match up. Oops, that didn't work. So I'm just going to bend them into the same direction as your unit.
Right.
So I had 5 guys in the front. I'm only going to have 5 guys in contact this turn.
Okay.
I'm effectively using all my movement to do this, so I can't bring anybody from behind.
Okay.
That like this.
Okay.
So they'll when I make my attacks, there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the elves in contact.
All right.
And let me measure these horse archers way over here. So I got to pay 4 to get over here, but that's, then I have 20 inches left.
Yeah, okay.
So 4, 6, that's actually less than half. Right. I'm actually only paying 10 inches to get there,
Mm-hmm.
and that means that I can bring one figure around on each side.
Okay.
So I'll have 4 in contact by the time I'm done.
Okay.
So I do this.
Mm-hmm.
And bring one around the sides, and then there's one more coming up the rear.
Gotcha.
So I'm not happy about this, but I'd rather have my horses fighting in the open on the hill. Is why I'm doing that, just for justification.
Yeah, you get you 2 attacks.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. So the heavy horse, I'm just trying to get forward as far as possible. So that's 5, 9, 10, 11, and that's as far as I can go right there.
Okay.
So I'm on the first tier.
All right. You want to put a die under there?
I'm just going to
Okay.
take the thing off.
Okay.
And then here's the medium horse. Okay. So, great. I am, these guys, including the giants, are shooting at your archers.
Yep.
This is a fight, this is a fight. So let me just measure this and make sure I didn't forget, because I need this to be within 18. And it clearly is, agreed?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's only about 17 inches away, so. Okay, so I'm gonna roll that first. My horse archers, like I said, I need 6s. I do get 8 dice. 2, 4, 6, 8. And I need 6s on those Gnolls. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus. Talk about regression to the mean. It really is happening, folks. This is...
I got 5 6s. I got
Okay,
5
so
6s on 8 dice.
Okay, so that's... these are 2 health each, right?
Correct.
So that means 2 come down and I have 1 damage,
Right.
right?
Right. Wow. Holy crap.
That was better than you had hoped, wasn't it?
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
That's shocking. And the giant, right, is throwing stones. It does 3 damage. Right, stone giants have these giant extra big stones. So I get +3 to hit. So at long range armor is 6.
Yes.
That comes down to 3
Okay.
for the giant.
And he gets just 1 die. Right?
Correct. So I'm trying to roll at least a 3, and if so, I do 3 damage, which will take out 2 figures. Yeah. So 3 or higher. I rolled a 1 and I miss with the giant.
Great.
So just only the 5 hits.
That's good. All right. So then we have this.
Right. Let me do my horses over there. So I do have 4 horses in contact. That's 8 dice of attacks in the open.
Yep.
8 dice. No bonuses to hit. I just need to roll the 5s that
That's
your armor
right.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can do that again. Maybe I can roll another 5 or 6. I need 5s. I do hit 2.
Hits, which is 1 figure.
Correct. And then here, I'm just going to add up everything. So I get 5 elf figures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 3 of these guys. That's a total of 8 dice, which is this. So again, 8 dice, I need 5s.
Okay. 2,
3. Which takes down 1 figure.
One of these guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't I knock this one over?
Yeah. Yep. Those are all my attacks.
Okay. So I have a bunch of morale checks to do here. All right. So this is a 1, 2. So that's 6 to 2. That's 3. Plus 2 for the dice. That's 5.
Yeah.
Plus 1 net.
Sure.
Okay. So that's plus 6. So
Yeah.
don't get snake eyes.
Yeah.
I did not get snake eyes. Okay. This I don't think I need to roll.
That seems reasonable.
Right? Because we're talking.
Yeah.
There's no way I can.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do the math on that.
Yeah, you really
That's
don't.
really obvious.
Yeah. And then this is 4 to 1.
Yeah.
Plus 3 for the. There's no morale bonus for that.
Agreed.
So then minus 1.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, do not roll snake eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
I did not roll snake eyes. All right. Any other casualties over
I
here?
think that's it.
Okay. So is it my turn?
It is.
Okay.
Attack dice. The official attack dice. The official Book of War attack dice.
All right. I think what I would kind of like to do. I think what I would like to do is actually. What do I want to do?
Sounds like a tough choice.
Yeah, thinking here. Sorry.
And take your time. I took quite a bit of time for my decision there, so feel free to. Dan's joining me in the math heavy decisions.
All right. I don't think, if I'm doing my math right, so with the 21, I need to get within 10.5 to get short range.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way to do that with a half move at the current range I'm in. So I'm not going to move these guys is where I'm going with this.
Got it.
All right. Now I'm really torn about what to do with these guys. On the one hand, I think I'm gonna engage here.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then I don't know how. Will I have enough? I think if it's less than half a move, I can wrap around.
You can bring one from the back around, yeah.
On each side.
Correct.
And I think that's going to be less than half a move, even though it's an extreme angle.
I agree with that.
Okay.
We'll call it that.
Okay. So I'm going to do that and then wrap around one on each side.
Yeah.
And then these guys are staying put. These obviously are stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
These guys just continue advancing. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
All right, so this...
And if you want, you can bring like that your Gnoll archers on the far side. You can bring around 3 on the far end if you want to.
Okay, over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't mind if I
Which
do.
I'm super not happy about, but
Okay.
that's the rule.
3. Can I? What about up here?
Let's say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then these I'm just gonna sort of like go like this.
Yep.
And then one here.
Yep.
And then one here.
Yep. Makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay. So that takes care of that. So that's all that's left is this movement.
Right.
Now I'm gonna subtract. Is it 2 I lose for the gully? 2 inches.
Correct.
So then this becomes 7 inches.
Yep. Agreed.
Okay.
So your Gnoll chieftain unit goes down and back up.
And then these fellows, they don't get to the middle yet. So
Right.
well, wait. So
So basically, they can go right up to the line here. They can't come out.
they can come out
Yeah.
yet. Okay. They're gonna pay the 2 next turn. Is that what's
Agreed.
gonna
Yeah.
happen?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
And if I'm gonna tip them into the.
Oh, that makes sense.
Just to
yeah,
remind
that
us
makes
that
sense.
that's.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and resolve this missile attack. So that's 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Right?
Yeah, you get 12 dice.
So, so this is 10 dice.
Yeah, my horse archer's right.
That's a good question. What is your giant health again?
9.
Oh,
Stone giants have 9 health.
crying out loud.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get 9 hits on you, and I'm not going to force a morale check.
Right.
So I think I'll take my chances. I'm going to stick with shooting at the horses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I need 5s.
Yep. Yeah. 12
So
dice.
this is 10 dice.
Yeah.
Not so
Only
good.
1.
Just 1 hit.
Yeah.
All
Now
right.
I had 1 damage here, so 1
Okay.
does go.
So I get 2 more dice.
Yeah. Okay.
Really
Yeah.
underperformed there.
Yeah, only 1 hit there.
Okay. So now there's 2 melees to resolve.
Yeah.
Well, these are all the same in this regard, even though it's 2 different units.
I agree.
So we're just gonna 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yep.
And these are horse archers,
Yep.
so they just need 4s.
Agreed. Unfortunately.
So this is 10 dice.
Yep.
5, 7, 10.
Oh no!
No. Oops, sorry.
Oh no!
So this is
2, 4, 6 hits.
6 hits, and then I get 1 more die because that was
God,
just a 10.
really? Oh my God!
Because I have 11.
Okay. Oh God damn!
So that's 7.
So I got to remove 3 figures. I've got 4 in there. Is what I got. So I'll
Yeah.
take this one. I'll take this one. Sorry.
Yep.
Stand him back up. Well, that. Yeah, I was hoping they'd stick around for at least a turn. What else you got?
Over here. So now, just 3 of these guys, and I need 4s
Correct.
to hit these.
There you go.
I'm just gonna keep
That was.
wailing on them.
Thank you for pointing that
Okay,
out.
yeah. All right, so I need 4s.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 2 hits.
Which is 1 horse. So
Okay.
I'll take this one off.
All right, I believe
right.
that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So now I got some morale checks to make. I'll make the easy ones first.
Okay.
These guys here.
Yeah.
3 divided by 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5.
Yeah.
I need to roll 4.
Okay.
That's good.
You're fine.
Here, 2 divided by 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4. I need to roll 5.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a
Okay, you're
9.
fine.
That's okay.
Mhm.
Over there, 0 on the ratio, plus 2 for their health. So if I can roll a 7, that 1 figure sticks around.
There's 2 figures left here.
Don't forget this guy. Oh crap! Oh well, you know what? I shouldn't have. I shouldn't break them up like that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put a figure back here.
Yeah.
This guy is the one I'm gonna remove. Thank you for pointing that out.
Mhm.
So still same thing though. So 2
Still
divided by
0.
3 is 0, plus 2 for that. So I do need to roll 7
Yeah.
to keep those 2 figures in there.
Just
7
barely
exactly.
did it. Well done.
So no morale breaks. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, that's could have been worse.
Yeah, definitely.
It's my turn.
It is.
Okay. Isn't this weird that I keep whoever just like destroyed the other side? I assume that they're for some reason I want them to go again, right? I don't know why that is. Like you've got the momentum or something like that, and I'm like, oh, it's your turn.
That's happened to me in D&D sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, you know, those guys are blocking you up there, so... Okay. All right. Okay. You know what? This is doable. This is recoverable. So the heavy horse. So this is. I'm worried this is not in range. Okay, now the marsh is a third movement, and so for horses I'd have to divide it by 6. So like medium horse could only go 3 inches into the marsh. Oh, I really wish I had a lower water spell. Would have made this a very different fight. I'm going to do it. So these heavy horse are going to come over the hill, and I want them. They need to be within 8 inches of as the eagle flies. to attack these archers.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get in there. I have heavy armor. It's in the open. It's going to block your shooting. That's good for me. And I want my medium horse to come over this hill here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going. These guys are going directly over. These guys are going to come over this lip, and I would like to come here.
Okay.
If I could charge these guys on this side, I would try to do that.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Now your Gnoll chieftains came up out of the gully, so I'm going to have all these guys shoot them.
Okay.
Stone giants, horse archers,
Mm-hmm.
while the heavy horse blocks them, and then these guys I'll wrap around as much as I can.
Okay.
So I'll bring 3 elf figures around here, which will get back attacks.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3. I'll just push 1 figure in here is what I'll do. All right, so the key is are my heavy horse within 8 inches of your archers. That would be really nice. I got to pay 4 to get up here.
Yep.
And then I got to pay 8 inches to actually get over. I think yes.
Uh-huh.
Agree with that?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just barely. I come up over here.
Mm-hmm.
I get here.
Mm-hmm.
I get here.
Okay.
Yeah. This guy's not remotely in contact.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these guys. So these guys have 18 movement. I'm just gonna see. So that first tier is too thin for me to squeak everybody through there. So I gotta pay to get up the top.
Okay.
Right. So we'll see how far I go. So this is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm paying 7
Okay.
at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 7. I'm at 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 13.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 14, 15
Mm-hmm.
to this point.
Yeah.
I got 3 more inches after that. So assuming this is okay, I'd come down to here.
Okay.
Does that look
Yep.
kosher?
Mm-hmm.
So the whole point is somebody had to come
Yeah,
up
somebody had
here,
to come up
right?
there,
So I'll
right.
just mark that.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so not super elegant, but that's. I'm getting my horses in the open.
Right.
It's a thing.
Right. Right.
So now my attacks. Let me do the archery here against the ogre types. So this is. I think I have to.
You have 18.
I think I have 18. So I think. So the first two I got 2 figures clearly in short range. What do you feel about that last figure?
I mean, that last one is.
We'll call the last one long range.
I mean, yeah, it looks to me like just over 9, but it kind of depends.
Okay. We'll call it long range.
Yeah.
So I got 2 figures in short range. That's 4 dice.
Okay.
And I got 2 figures in long range. I got
Okay.
1 figure in long range.
Okay.
So you're armor 5.
I am.
So here's the short range shots. I got 1 hit on you.
Okay. Thanks.
Here is the long range shots. I need 6s. No hits. Here, the stone giant's clearly in short range. So I need 2.
Yeah.
5 minus 3 is 2. So as long as I don't roll a 1, I'm going to tag you for 3 hits, and that's going to take 1 figure down.
Okay.
6.
Oh wow, really overachiever.
Have some rocks.
So their health is
4.
4, and says
Yeah.
I had the damage.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So thank goodness I hit that 1.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just take this off.
Mm-hmm.
The melee here, I got back attack. I got 3 figures of back attacks. So I need 4s.
Yeah.
There's 1 hit out of that.
Okay.
And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more.
Yeah.
4, 5. That's 5. And I need 5s. There's no hits. There's a whole lot of 4s and no hits. My horse archers against your your longbows. I got 4 dice, and I need 5s.
Yes.
That's one figure down
Okay. Just
of the archers. Yeah.
yeah, I just put this
That's
guy
good.
down. Yeah.
And then my heavy horse, getting in contact with those archers, again, I got 2 figures, that's 4 dice in the
Yes.
open there,
Yes.
and again, I need 5s.
Yes.
There's no hits.
Okay. All right. So I have. I don't think I actually have to. Well, let me wait a minute. This is let me not get mixed up here. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 archers.
Yeah.
To 1 down.
Yeah.
So 6 to 1, plus 2 for health, plus 1 net. So I'm good. I don't think I need to roll.
Makes sense.
Okay. Nobody fell here. This is 2
Yeah.
plus 4
Yeah.
plus another 1. So that's
It's
7.
actually -1 because they're chaotic.
No, well, I was gonna, but don't. Oh, these guys don't get the +2 for being gnolls.
Okay.
Oh, that's not priced into the ogre, is it?
They're not.
So we better not.
Yeah, we better
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So.
hope everybody's okay with that.
Yeah. Okay. So then backing up again. Sorry.
Yeah.
+4 for the hit dice.
Yeah.
+2 for the ratio. -1. So it's +5. So I need a 4.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right. And over here, nobody fell.
I didn't have figures down.
Okay.
Let me just think about your upcoming move here. Actually, it could be the dice too. So, had a pending question from a good question from Julie in the chat there, asking the horse archer fire arc, right? They are better to the left, so that my shot here against your ogres basically, I can shoot anything to the left up to 180 degrees, but I also still have the normal 45 degrees to the right.
Yeah.
And just kind of eyeballing it, your ogres are clearly within that 45
Yeah,
degrees
I
to the
agree.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So horse archers have extra arc, right? They have the normal 45 on either side, plus more on the left. So
Yep.
I was also spotting the same thing, Julian, and his ogres are just barely within that arc, frankly.
Right. Okay. Want to close on your giants with my ogres.
Yeah.
This is a complete mess here. I guess I'll wrap around
Yeah.
on your horses with these
Yep.
guys.
Yep.
I think I'm as wrapped around as I can be. I don't really know.
Yeah. You can pull some guys.
Just pull people into
exactly.
contract.
There you go.
Okay. And then I think the only thing that is kind of a question is what to do with these fellows.
Right.
I might as well. In the gully, take a turn to reform Skinny.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do the movement first. So I'm in range.
Totally. Yep.
So basically, what I'm envisioning here is they'll be like this.
Great. Yep. I see.
Yeah.
Clever. Yep. Clever.
Yeah.
Smart.
Okay.
Look overhead here while you're.
Yeah. Okay. So I can bring 3 around on each side.
Yeah.
All right. So
So every single one of those guys can be.
in contact. Oops. Sorry. There we go. That's fine. I'll just kind of scooch him.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then this, I mean, it's more a question of like.
So you can fold in, and you can also bring these 2 guys around from the back. So you can totally surround
Okay.
that squad
Stand
if you
up.
want to.
So I'm gonna be like 2 on the side, back. So one of these was, you know, and
Going on over here.
and then I can bring then these archers in as well, right?
Yeah.
So there we go. That's good enough. Okay.
So that is a completely. That's about as wrapped as you're gonna get.
Yeah. Okay.
I have on camera there. I have some horse archers in the middle of that. they're completely swamped at this point, but
Yeah.
I got some guys in there.
Yep. I think that's all my moves.
Okay.
So now let's just go starting here. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Now count. You got 3 at the back, so count
Okay, do them
3,
separate.
3 back, and then 7 more.
So 10. So 7 need 4s.
Yeah.
Only 2 hits.
Two hits. So that's 1 figure,
So
which
one
I'll pull out.
figure.
In a
Okay, we'll
second.
pull out in
Yeah.
a second, and then 3 need 3s.
Yeah. Okay, they're eliminated.
So they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I take back what I just said 30 seconds ago. I do not have any horse archers in there anymore.
All right. Cool.
They delayed you for 2 turns.
You sure did. You certainly did. So now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need. These are 5.
They are 6s.
They're 6.
They
So
are,
6
there's my
need.
heavy horse there.
So I need 6s.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Got 2 hits.
Wow. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Well, there's 1 figure down for my heavy horse.
Okay. All right.
Huh.
This is 6 or 5? 5.
5.
And then this gets a +1.
Correct.
So I need a 4.
Correct. Just 1 die.
1 die needs
Yep.
a 4. Got a 4.
That's a hit. Okay.
All right.
It's one hit out of 9.
Jesus. All right. And then this.
Yeah.
3 dice
Mm-hmm.
that need
5s.
5s.
4s because they're
4s because of
3
plus
health,
1.
Yeah.
Go 1 hit.
1 hit.
All right. Well, at least I forced some morale checks.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez. I'm surprised that you took out a heavy horse figure actually. So the horse archers are just gone over there.
Yeah.
The heavy horse, 2 divided by 1 is 2 plus 2 for their health. So I need to roll 5.
Okay.
I need to roll 5 or I lose the heavy horse unit. Okay, 8. So that's that would have hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess that's the only place I lost. That's the only morale check I need to make.
Yeah, it's the only one.
No figures here. Total TPK over there. No figures here. So that's
Right.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Your turn.
So I'm not. See, this jammed me up. This touch right here.
Mm-hmm.
See, I wanted to be able to move over here and be like,
Now
oh,
you're
I can go
meleeed.
wherever I want. Yeah. Now that's not an option.
Mm-hmm.
So to get out of here, I'd have to turn, run to the marsh, which is not good. So I will. I'll pull my 3. I'll pull my 3 around to wrap.
Okay.
Now these guys don't have a whole heck of a lot of good to do. I'll wrap. The bugbears are really sticky, so I'll wrap more elves around here.
Okay.
I guess I'm committed with those giants. I guess I can't throw stones, which is my best
Yeah, that was
thing.
my. That's why I took that fire. I was just like.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, these bugbears are really burly. I'm not making much headway with those guys at all.
Well, you haven't attacked yet this turn.
Yeah. So what do I do with these horse archers?
Flee.
All jammed up. So pivoting loses, I spend half just to pivot these guys, which immediately loses the shot possibility. This can shoot up to 6 dice. This guy can hit 3 damage with a shot. I do think I'm committed there. This is the point where I regret putting my guys right at the edge of a marsh. Got it. I don't know what much to do with these guys. I guess I have to pivot that way. I guess I about face that way, and then ride here.
Okay.
And of course, they're pointing in the wrong direction. If they're pointing here, I'd have some threats. I'd have some threats over here, but at this point, they're pointing in the wrong direction.
All right.
Should I charge over the hill? Should I stay here? I feel like that's the best I can do. So I'm going to come like here. I'm going to get to the midpoint of the marsh, and I can threaten there, or maybe on another turn over here. That's my move. So this is this cost me 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
I'll bring 3 more guys around here. 1, 2, 3. And then I can bring 3 of these guys around. There's no other movement, which works pretty well because I'm going to get getting back attacks there. So that's my movement.
All right.
Gonna roll for here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 elves on the back, and they need 4s.
Okay.
There's 3 hits. That actually is 1 figure.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. And then the non-back attacks would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
7. I need 5s. That's 4 hits.
So 4 plus
Yeah.
1. So this goes up to 2. So I'm barely standing in
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. Okay, that was a good turn there.
Yeah.
My giant, I get 1 attack. I'm going to need a 2,
Right.
and it would do 2 damage.
Yeah.
In melee. That's 2 damage.
Okay. Do you have a damage die?
We'll call this.
Okay.
This is your damage die.
Okay.
And then here, so I don't mind these back attacks. So I got 1, 2, 3. Is that a back attack here?
Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, so I get 4 back attacks. That's actually 8 dice. 2, 4, 6, 8. And they need 4s.
4s.
Not a great roll. I got 2 hits. That's 1 figure.
Okay.
And then the other horses, there's 3 more horses in there.
Yeah.
So that's 6 dice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here I need 5s. Oh, that's much better.
So you got 4
I got
hits.
4 hits, which is 2 figures.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
There's the regression happening right there.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, and I still have this damage die. Okay, morale time. 1, 2, 3. To that, that's just 1.
Yeah.
But it is 1. 3 to 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 plus 2 plus 1. So I need 5 because they get the morale thing.
Yeah.
So I need 5s.
Agreed.
A5. I need
Yeah.
And I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to ask one thing. Could you get your miniatures contiguous? Right. So like I'd ask you to move that one figure so he's touching the other two figures in the unit.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Okay. So I just get 3 health.
Yeah.
Plus no, but no. Just the 3 health minus 1.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So I need 7.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Okay.
So this is gone. Okay.
Finally.
Yeah.
That was a good series of hits for me on that.
Yeah. Nothing here to do.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's your turn.
my turn. Okay. So important question. I would like to reform.
Yeah.
Reforming takes a turn.
Correct.
Now the center of gravity of these guys was right here.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to reform adjacent with the hill is my question. Or do
Yes.
I have to
I'll
reform?
say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I just get these guys out. These guys will also reform.
Yeah.
So I just want to be touching here. I don't want any
Okay.
more open field.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
These guys also take a turn to reform,
Yeah.
right? Can I? The base was here. Can I reform into melee, or do I have to?
I'm gonna say yes.
I mean, because I can also just move immediately, right? Oh no, the takes a
It
full
takes the
move.
full movement. I'm actually gonna say yes. You're
Okay.
right. Your tray is literally like I'm on your
Right,
tray,
right.
so I feel like yeah.
Okay, so we'll just.
I'll let you move like half of them. I'll let you have half of them in contact.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
All right, that's more.
Seems
That's,
like, it seems
I
like they're
think
right
that's-
there. They can turn around and just run into combat.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. All right. Now. All right. So that's those two movements.
Right.
These guys, I'm going to try to close on your horseman here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I have to pay the
Get this
two.
on camera here.
I have to pay the penalty. So I can only move 7 inches.
Correct.
I gotta
Correct.
pay
Correct.
my.
Correct. Oh, good lord, man. Yeah.
We-
It's just exactly 7.
Okay.
It's God. Exactly 7.
All right.
Crap.
Whoops. Sorry.
Jeez. Good. Jeez.
All right. So
Right in there.
that's good. That plan paid off. Okay. That's. Oh, and can I get this guy into contact here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's all my
Yeah,
moves.
Yeah, all right.
That's all my moves.
Okay.
Now. Tax. So I have 6 if you include. If you include these 3 archers and these 3,
Yeah.
I have 6
Yeah.
dice
Yeah.
that need 6s.
Correct.
right? Okay. Not a single hit.
No hits.
Okay. Wow, that armor really pays off.
Yeah, it
sometimes.
really does, right?
Okay, these 2 fellows, or 2 figures, I should say. These 20 fellows
Yes.
are going to need 4.
Correct. And if you hit, if you hit twice, you score 3 damage.
Okay. No, just
Only
hit
1
once.
damage. Yep.
All right. Now these 2
Yeah. You need 5s.
need 5s. I have 1 hit.
I had 1 damage, so that does take out a figure.
Okay. All right. I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
I'd like to do more.
Yeah. So morale check here, 1, just
Yeah,
1,
Yeah.
plus 2, so I need to roll 6. Roll a
You
7.
did. You
Yeah.
did.
I thought we just got some space there. So my movement is I'm gonna melee these ogres there. This is gross. I gotta spend a move to reform my elves.
Okay.
This is no good.
Not productive.
So I'll reform these guys somehow. I'll figure that out when I start.
Yep.
And I mean, this is what it is. Do I have 2 horses in there? Yeah, I have 2 heavy horses in there. So now, what do I do with the horse archers? All right. So you took away my space that I used before.
Right.
So if I charge over the hill, I'm fighting on the hill,
On
and
the
I lose
hill.
half my attacks.
Exactly.
I'm gonna just be a miserable bastard here, and I'm gonna have my horse archers run over the edge of the marsh.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna the smallest amount I
get
can
it.
possibly pay here because I got to pay times 6.
Yep.
But I want them to go over this through here and then into this open space here.
Okay.
Is my ideal.
All right.
If I would love to get in that open space over there, and then I can do whatever I want to do with the horse archers. So no movement here. So I'm going to do that right now. Let me just. Okay, I'm going to grab 2 horses here. So the minimum that I can possibly do is here.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to measure this.
Yeah. That makes
And
sense.
pay for this. So that's actually 4 inches.
4 inches.
So I actually got to pay 24.
4. That's your movement.
Yeah,
right?
that's my whole movement.
Okay.
So I'm only going to get like halfway in there.
Okay.
Right. So this is like 5,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I've got 19 left.
Yeah.
19 divided by 6 is about 3.
Okay.
So I can go here.
Okay.
And I got so note to self, I got 1 more
You got an
inch
inch
to
left.
pay next time, which will
is
cost me 6.
6. Okay.
All right. Anyway, kids, don't try this at home. Don't send your horses into a marsh. It's generally a terrible idea. And in fact, I didn't get as far as I thought I would, frankly. And I reform here, so I should reform in a column, or should I reform in a block? I think I should just reform my column, so I'm going to do this. Oops, all tangled up.
Do you have any I'm sorry. I'll wait.
Any damage on
your 1 remaining figure of horse?
I don't, because you tagged me.
Yeah, sorry,
it made
that's
the.
right.
That's how I lost a
That's how I
figure
lost
last
a
time.
figure.
Yeah.
So I need 2 hits on you to get you.
And I'm just going to take this tray out here. So it's not on figure left. Okay, so that's my movement, and I'm going to swing this guy around like this to represent I'm fighting. And we fight, and they don't have anything to do, and I fight, and they don't have anything to do. Okay, so I'm going to roll this horse right here. I got 2 dice, I need 5s.
You got a hit. So I got a damage.
Yeah, thank you. My giants there attacking your ogres, I need a 2. Okay, so that does 2 damage and does remove a figure.
Because I have 2 damage.
Exactly.
All right, well, I'll get rid of this one, I guess.
Yep, you get to pick either one.
And I'll just get rid of this as well.
Great. And then, so here I have, again, I got 4 back attacks. And I
Yeah.
have 3 normals
Yeah.
on these guys. I'm just going to move. You know what? I have to. This. I'm not in contact with this miniature, so I need to attack your foot.
Yeah. Okay.
For what that's worth. So here's
4 back.
here's 8 dice on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8 dice. I need 4s. So that's 4 hits for 2 figures.
Okay, so they're almost gone now.
Yeah. And then I have 2 more figures, which is 4 dice, and here I need 5s. You got 1 figure left. Well, I scored a 6, so you have 1 damage on that remaining
So
figure.
he's gone. It's wiped out, right?
No, I need another hit. He's 2 health.
But I had this.
Oh, was that on you?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, you're right. You're right. My bad. My bad.
Yeah. No, it's
Thank
fine.
you. Wow.
Okay.
Normally, archers don't need 2 cavalry charges
Yeah.
and back attacks for several turns. I'm used to them going down much faster than that. So
Right.
and I get 1 figure on these foot. Right. So there's 2 dice, and I need 5s, and there's no hits there.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay. So I think you either obliterated me or.
Well, those ogres, right? You lost a figure of the ogres, right?
Yeah, I took it away before I should have.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a morale check.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't do that on anything else, did I?
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the ogres are 1 to 1, so that's 1, and 4 health, but -1. So I need to 5.
Yeah.
Just barely.
Okay.
That's skin of my teeth.
Yeah.
All right. So I would like to get up to the top of this hill with these fellows.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing I can do. I just yeah, I think that's the best thing I can do. Okay, these fellows will wrap.
Yep.
And then I'd like to do some wrapping if I
Yeah.
can there.
Yep.
Actually, I hate to break formation. I mean, there is a little bit of a trade-off, right? If you can stay in formation, then you can be completely mobile immediately, right?
Correct. Correct.
But I'm not going to take you out.
And there's also the issue if you wrap guys around here, then it's giving me opportunities for back attacks. Yeah.
But the trouble is, I'm not going to eliminate you with just 2 attacks.
Probably not.
I just would really like to stay mobile, but I don't want to let you pick away at me with 2 more attacks either. All right. I guess I'll bring 2 around. I can bring up to 3 around, right?
Correct. Per side.
Per side.
So you can bring 3 here and 3 here is the rule at your choice, at your
Okay.
option.
All right. I think I'll just bring them around on one side.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going
right.
to be the movement. So let's go ahead and do this. So
I'm interested
if I have enough movement to do that.
You clearly you're not going to, because it's going to be.
Well, wait. It's 4 to get up each.
Yeah.
To get up both.
Right.
And then I just need on top of the 4. Yeah, I got plenty. I'm not going to shoot.
Okay, well that's that right. Agreed.
Oh, okay.
Agreed. I was wondering if you were going to get up with a half move and then also shoot.
I would love to. I wish in my dreams, right?
Right.
So I think I'm just like this, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the wrapping around happening here, I can do 3 aside, right? But I only have 3, so I think I'll do this side.
Yep.
So
So you're going to get back attacks.
I'm going to get back attacks.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to get back attacks. For a change.
Unfortunately.
Like that, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of seeing the overhead view there.
So then 3 around just on one side. 1.
There's just enough space there.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Yerp.
Okay.
Yerp.
Okay. I think that's all my movement.
Yeah.
So now it's melee time.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Would you say 4 front attacks and 2 back, or how would you? Just 1 back?
Unfortunately, I got to say 3. I think 3 back attacks.
Okay, 3
Yeah.
back attacks. Okay. So then it's 3 and 3. So the first 3.
And they're different. Be careful because they're different units, right? I get
No.
heavy horse here, and I get
Yes.
medium horse here.
Oh, good point.
So you get 3 normal on the heavy horse, 2 back, and then 1 back attack on my medium horse.
Okay, so let's do the back on the medium horse.
Yeah,
back
yeah.
on a medium horse just needs a 3, right?
Right.
1 hit.
You need a 4, but that was
okay.
that was a hit.
Right, because it's a 5
Yeah.
armor. Okay, sorry. So now back on heavy horse needs a 5.
Right.
And I get 2 of those.
Agreed. Crap.
I got a hit.
Damage dice.
And
That's
now
heavy
I
horse.
get 3
But you need 6s.
6s. I got
Crap. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll let you do that.
Okay. Yeah. Just don't want
prop
him
him
to.
up on the
Don't want him
hill.
to think he's
That's
a.
fine too.
Don't want him to think he's a
Right.
casualty. Okay. All right. So now. Oh, why don't we do this? I need a 4.
Yeah.
No. All right. Now I have 1 back attack. Let's
Mhm.
do that first.
You need a
That's
4
a
for
medium. Or
Correct,
okay,
medium,
so
yeah.
4. No.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 more.
Yeah.
Okay. And I need 5.
Yeah.
Right? Not a
Oh,
single hit.
jeez. Oh, my goodness.
Bad night.
Yeah.
Okay. I do believe I've done all I can do.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm making a morale check for the heavy horse over there. The ratio is 1 plus 2 for their health. So I need a 6.
Okay.
I need a 6.
You got
Definitely
it.
made that. Okay. So this damage on my medium horse, right?
Yeah.
This is an ugly situation. Okay. The heavy horse is just going to run. So I'm at the back, so I can just go forward.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to run. The medium horse is going to go that way,
Okay.
right, to get in contact. The elves are going to hit the side here. So the interesting question is the horse archers. I could shoot. I could get 6 dice of shooting, or I could run over here and get in the open. Is that really useful? Is that super useful? So 6 dice. It's clearly short range. I need 5s. I'll probably hit you once.
I know what I would do.
This feels like a hard choice to me. That's an interesting comment. I mean, there's nobody else to fight, so I'm gonna shoot. There's nobody else to fight, so I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
That's it. The horse, the heavy horse, will come here, and I'm gonna prep for a charge next turn. Is what I'm gonna do. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. It's more than half.
Mm-hmm.
These guys can pretty clearly go this way.
Yeah.
So this is pretty clearly within. I don't know, is that within half or less than that? It took like 6 inches,
Mm-hmm.
which is half. So I'm allowed to bring 1 around per side.
Okay.
So I'll have a total of 4.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4 is what I'll do. And everybody else is coming up behind there.
Okay.
So I can pull them in on another turn.
Yep.
That's my movement.
Okay.
That's my movement. So I'll just go from here to here. So I got on these guys, I got 4 elves plus 1 horse. That's 6 dice.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 5s.
Yep.
So there's 2 hits for 1 figure. The giant, if I can avoid a 1. Fuck.
Damn. Thank God. It was about time. You've taken several swings at the Giants. Is it time for a 1 to come up?
Crap. So here come my horse archers, and are they now on the hill as well? Julian, what was that? Was that the? Were you asking about my medium horse on the hill? So I'm pretty sure. So here my horse archers, right? They're within 9 inches. That's short range.
Yeah,
These guys are visible on the hill. So I think I get my full missile attacks of 6 dice. Now Julian's asking, do they get 6 dice of shooting as they are horse? So I think you're asking, they're in the marsh. If I was meleeing in the marsh, I would lose half my attacks.
Right.
I don't think the rule says to do that for missiles.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, because they're not. I'm just gonna look that up.
Yeah.
So. Well, it doesn't say one way or the other, but I think we agree it makes sense. So now the text does literally say half attacks in bad terrain. It actually doesn't say one way or the other about.
What does the simulator do? That's the fairest thing.
I think it only has the melee attacks.
So then you can do it.
Yeah, because we've a number of times we've had horse archers on hills shooting full.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I need note to self. I got to clarify that. Good. I'm glad you asked the question, Julian. Yeah. Now, and your question on the hill was for the gnoll foot, right? So these guys here. So let me roll. I'll roll for the horse archers there. So here comes 6 dice, 4, 5, 6, and I need 5s against your archers up on the hill. That is 0 5s.
Excellent.
That's a bunch of 4s. Can I get you to take a 4?
No.
I got 3 hits if I can hit you with 4s.
Mm-hmm.
So then Julian's final question is, do these gnolls here count as being on the hill?
Until they killed the last figures, they were. But I don't know. Yeah.
I moved them, right? You didn't move.
Right.
So I think, to be honest, you had 3 figures that were on the hill.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, if you're okay with this, Dan, I'm gonna move them back on the hill.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I think I don't know which one of us.
They fell. They fell in the hole.
You had them leaning, right? You had them leaning on my heavy horse.
So once they fell, I kind of straightened them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that I push forward this way, so I think I got these 3 guys that are fighting up the hill and lose half their attacks, and these 2 guys are on the ground.
Fair enough.
So I feel like I'm going to get 7 dice.
Yep.
Thanks for asking about that, Julian. 2, 4, 6, 7, and I need 5s. I hit you once.
All right, so that I had it. Oh, that's not me.
This is for you.
All right. I would like to.
I'm gonna make a morale check here.
Oh, yep.
Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But no, you don't. I take it back. Yeah, that's no.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad. I would like to try to basically take out these guys. So I'm going to shoot at you.
Yep.
Here, I'm just going to fight you.
Yep.
Here, these 2, you've engaged me.
I have.
Can I turn to engage you with these 2?
Yes.
Okay. And the ones who are already engaged with the horse have to stay engaged with the horse, right?
So
that one.
Here's
Could
a guy.
Turn to fight you?
Yes, you get to pick.
Because he attacked me.
Yes.
First.
If you're in contact with 2 figures, I let you get to pick.
All right.
You get to pick who you're fighting.
I'm choosing to fight you now.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. That's it. So.
Yep.
Let's resolve this.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12 dice.
Yeah, clearly short range.
Short range. 3s?
Fours.
No, sorry,
Fours.
4s.
Yeah.
4s. So this is 10 of the 12.
Need 4. Oh, Dan.
Not that good.
Okay, yeah.
Not that good. Just 2? Just 2.
Just 2.
And then...
Jeez, I thought they were all misses for a second.
And then I get 2 more.
Yeah.
1 more hit.
One more hit.
All right. Down here, it's just a bunch of frontal attacks.
Yeah.
So you have 5 armor, right?
Yeah.
So 6 dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's 6, isn't it? Yeah. Just 1 hit.
Only 1 hit. I had a remainder
Okay.
here, so I'll take the guy that's fighting up the hill.
Okay.
I'll remove him.
Fair enough.
Get this big thing out of here.
I need a 4 to hit you, right? Hey.
So he's up to 3 damage.
1 rear attack.
Yep.
That's a 4.
Agreed. Okay.
And then 3 that would hit on a 5,
Yeah.
right?
No
Nothing.
5.
All right. Now I get 3 attacks against you that need
4s.
4s. 1 hit.
Only 1.
All right. Wasn't the most
Okay.
wonderful ever.
So I have 3 morale checks to make. Here with my elves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's automatic.
Okay.
The ratio is like 10. Not here. The horse archers. 2 plus 2 is 4. I need to roll 5 on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
I
Short.
have not rolled a 5. I rolled a 4.
Great.
So these horse archers break in the marsh, and they're gone. Oh,
Fantastic.
crap! Okay. Okay, standard Book of War end game. Thought you had it. the medium horse. The ratio is 4, plus 2 for the health is 6. So I need to avoid snake eyes. Okay, I rolled an 11. Those are all my morale checks. Alrighty then. I'll fight. Gonna have the heavy horse. There's no way I can reach those guys. That's a terrible choice. So the heavy horse charges these guys to join in. I'll come around the back. I have enough movement. I'll come around the back just to make life miserable for you.
Okay.
And I fight, and I wrap 3 elves around where I can.
Okay.
So there's only room for 1 here, but I can bring 3 here and here, and I'll get 1 single rear attack. Because you cleverly avoided exposing your back on this side.
Not so clever because it meant this guy's still standing. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so clearly I can 1, 6, 7, 8, 4
Yeah.
in the back there.
No problem.
And that is against your Gnolls.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So 1 guy in the back. I need a 4. Miss. On the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 6, 8, 9 dice against your Gnolls there on the front. Which I need 5s for. So there's 3 hits.
Oh yeah.
Which I think takes out 2 of your figures with that
Uh,
remainder.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll get rid of this was on me, right?
Correct,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'll get rid of that.
So please take them off the end
The
points.
ends,
Yeah.
Okay. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, that's legitimate.
You wanna, I'll put them here.
Thank you. Against your ogres, again, I only miss on a 1 with a giant. You gotta be kidding me!
Thank God. Thank God.
2 turns in a row. Now, my heavy horse against the back needs 4s. It's 1 hit.
So,
And then I get 8 dice with the medium horse. And I need 5s.
wait a minute.
Yep.
Are we still doing the hill thing?
Good catch.
Okay.
2 dice go away. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get 6 dice. So there's 2 hits, which takes down one figure.
You needed 4s or 5s?
I need 5.
5s, yeah. So you take another figure. Can I take this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either end is fine.
Right.
Okay. So unusually, I'm actually getting the double horse attacks in the open a lot, not all the time.
Actually, I mean, if I can take from either end.
Yeah, you can.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave this one because this is the back attack guy.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Thank you. So that means that I have to do some round checks.
Yeah.
That's a ratio of 2
Mm-hmm.
plus 2 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I need 4.
Agreed.
That was an important roll.
Yeah.
Okay, ratio of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2 again.
Yep.
So once again, I need 4?
Yep.
Yeah, 2 plus 3. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Have you lost morale? I mean, have your Gnolls? You haven't lost any Gnolls due to morale checks,
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I don't think I've lost morale yet, have I?
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's
right?
great.
Yeah.
And I can clear these guys as well. I already checked that morale. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Your turn.
My turn.
Check the chat here. Okay, I'm laughing at the chat here because Julian's remembering probably from a year or 2 ago, I have said never send horses into marsh. Never, ever send horses into marsh. So Dan sends horses into marsh, immediately die. Let this be a lesson to you, kids. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess you had the morale check when you had 1 single bugbear left, and I guess you lost that. But the Gnolls, true, right? The Gnolls have not broken at all.
Right. All right. I think what I'm gonna do is come down this hill and make my way down here.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. No. Yeah. Yeah, like maybe on this side of the marsh or something like this.
All right.
I wish there was something to shoot at. That would be so much better.
I know what I would do.
Yeah. Oh.
I was going to get out of the marsh real soon. I just had to live the 1 turn. I was going to...
Oh, so I have a question about that.
Yeah.
I have a question about that. So, if... So those guys have split movement fire, right?
Yeah.
Could you have stayed still to fire and then moved half a move?
Yeah, I would have only gotten half my shots, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you had done that, you might have gotten out of...
Oh, geez. Maybe that would have been a good move.
So do you remember when I said, I know what I'd do? That's what I was thinking.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I wasn't... Yeah, that's good. I didn't have that on my radar, honestly.
Yeah. I think you might have just gotten out of danger that way. Anyway.
I think at that point... I wanted to tag you with as many hits as possible, and I didn't really have any other targets than that. So
no.
But no, that would be a legitimate move. Yeah.
But now you got me wondering what you would do. But that's okay. That's my problem. Okay. Oh, shit. I guess there is a right thing to do here, and give me 1 more second. I need to figure out what it is.
Now, because I want to do it isn't necessarily the right thing to do.
Yes,
As has been
true,
proven on numerous occasions.
All right. I think I want to come down and just face this way.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's my story and I'm sticking with it. Okay, this I'm just more fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think I've already got everyone in contact, so there's nothing.
Agreed.
And then, although this guy, I guess, can he choose to engage with him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So that's what I'll do. And then over here, there's nothing I can do. All right. Sorry, that took forever. 9 inches. Yeah. All right. Let's do it from this side. Well, I don't have to move the full 9 inches anyway, right?
Agreed.
Would that be?
Yeah, that's yeah.
I think that was something like that. We could make it. All right. I mean, the nice thing is it's kind of hard to get to them there. That's the only, that's the one nice thing about that.
Yeah.
All right. So he's facing.
Remember, that's my heavy horse back there, right? And you can't tag him twice, so.
Oh, you're saying it's a waste. Yeah, right. But I don't want to turn my back to him. The reason I chose...
Okay, yeah, okay.
But of course, I made that calculation here, and it's been working out just great.
I mean, for what it's worth, so he's in... So you have him like this, and he's already in contact. I can't move, so I'm not going to get rear attacks unless I move out and then back in.
All right, so then I'll keep all 4
Yeah.
then. So let's make this 4. May I have a couple?
Yeah.
Thanks. And I need 6s, right? No, these are medium.
Correct.
5s. Not a single
hits.
dang hit. Here I need a 4, right?
Yeah, and let me just... So there's a question about these ogres right now, so we might as well field this. So question about the ogres, is it bonus damage on when another ogre hits, or can another unit also... I don't know what that word... Process it? Yeah, only when ogres. So when ogres attack. So the basic idea is when ogres attack, you get an extra 50% damage. Yeah. Is really what's happening.
Okay.
Now, normally there's only a couple ogre figures involved, so I've probably been phrasing it a different way, but the idea is ogres get an additional 50% damage.
Okay. So let's see if the ogre hits. This way hits.
Up to 4 out of 9 health.
Yeah. All right, and then I get 1, 2, 3 against this horse.
Yeah. Okay, that's
2
the
hits.
end of them.
Finally, God, it took forever. And then I get just 2 attacks against your elves.
Right.
Neither hit.
No hits.
All right.
So no morale checks for me. I'll bring my additional elf. I'll fold in and bring my additional elves around. I'm fighting here, and I'm fighting here.
Okay.
That's the deal.
Yeah.
So let me fold in here and here and here, here and here. Sure, like that. Okay. I argue that I get either 2 or 3 rear attacks.
Oh,
yeah, what do you think? I'm looking at these guys here.
Oh, at those guys? Yeah, 3.
3, okay.
Yeah.
So here's 3 attacks where I need 4s. Mm-hmm. There's 1 hit.
Okay, I've got a damage down
Thank
here.
you. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll put it over
7.
here so it's just
Thank you.
a little bit clearer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the other thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, where I need 5s. And that's 1 more hit.
So that brings down 1.
Okay, now this ogre has avoided getting hit 2 turns in a row, so there's no way it's going to happen again. There's 2 damage on the ogre.
Okay, I got a damage die.
Okay, so how many? So I get 1, 2. I'll say he's fighting up the hill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice, and I need 5s on these. There's 2 hits for 1 figure.
Okay, so I can take.
Correct. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's not a lot of figures down.
3, 4, 5, 6. I just don't get snake eyes, right?
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's automatic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. So, guy out of here.
Okay.
All right. So, what is the? Tell me the math again. If I shoot at the giants while the so first of all,
Yeah.
I can sequence it so he attacks first and then they attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. So but back to my original question. What's the math on that? Half the damage goes to him.
Half the attack dice.
Half the attack
Half the
dice
attack
go to
dice.
this.
Yeah.
You know, this guy's a goner anyway. The way I see it,
Yeah.
he's done.
Okay.
He's toast.
Okay.
So he gets his attack in this round. That's all he's getting anyway. So that's what my
87% sure. 83%. That's sure.
I already
That's
got
the
2
base.
ones. I'm gonna assume that's
Yeah.
what the deal is. So, I'm gonna do a full volley,
Okay.
splitting my dice,
Okay.
and after the attack, after his attack.
Yep. Totally.
Meanwhile, over here, they're just all turning to engage with these fellows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't really need to even move. And then here, fighting. So let's go this direction.
Mhm.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need 4s.
Yep.
I got 1
Only
hit.
1. Get this guy out. Don't
Okay.
remove their back attack.
Okay. I need a 4 to hit you.
We
right?
should check to see if they're in short or long range.
No, I'm talking about this.
Oh, yep. Got it.
I
Yep.
need a 4.
Correct.
Ah.
Not a hit.
All right. So let's check the range.
Yeah. 10.5 would be short range. Yeah, that's short range.
Even if I go, you know.
Yep.
So that's
There are 6 dice on each person that melee.
okay. So here's 6. Let's do the enemy first.
Yep.
And this would need 5s.
Yeah.
Just 1 hit.
Goes up to 5.
And this is on the ogres, which needed 5s as well.
Correct.
Right? 2 hits.
So they're
this
gone.
guy's gone.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Friendly fire. Not so friendly fire.
All right. So then, this is 3 dice.
Yeah.
No hits.
No hits.
Why is this here? This is not here for a reason.
That was just
Okay.
hiding in the shadow. I
Okay.
think. So I need a morale check.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
May
5,
not.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah,
No,
that's
you're fine.
free.
Mm.
Okay, so I'll fold in here. I'll have my heavy horse. I don't know if I can even get in combat. You know what? I'm going to have the heavy horse right face and then go up over the hill and start coming at these guys.
Okay.
Is the idea.
Mm-hmm.
And am I better off? I'm clearly better off shooting. Am I within I'm within 45 degrees. Agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm better. I'll just start shooting at these guys.
Okay.
I can do up to 3 damage. Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so fold in here. This costs half.
Mhm.
I have 6 inches left. I can go to here plus the 4 inches to get up the hill.
Yep.
Remove this. I don't even know whose tray that was. I guess that was your Gnolls at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
Okay, so here I get 3 dice on the back, which needs 4s. It's 1 hit.
I've got damage there.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the front. I need 5s.
That's
2 hits.
Oh, 2 hits.
Yeah.
So I can take 1 off.
Yeah. I'm gonna pitch rocks over here, and that's short range.
Yeah.
That's just barely 10 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So I need 2 again, as always, in this game. So 2 would hit. So that does 3 damage.
Okay, so 1 and a die.
Yeah.
Right? All right.
And then over there I get 4 medium horse, right? Fighting up the hill.
Yeah.
So I need 5s. That's 1 hit.
So I'm out of damage die. Here, I'll use this, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Morale time.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, plus 3.
Yeah.
So I just don't need snake eyes.
Yeah.
All right. Get this one out of here. 5 plus 3 is 8. It's fine. Yeah. Nothing here.
Yep.
All right. Well, first of all, I guess I want to do this.
Yeah.
I want to do the missile. So 5 times 2 is 10, right?
Yeah.
So that's all the dice.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in short range, so you need 5s.
2.
Only 2. So I'm up to 7. I'm going to switch over to a D20 here. So you're 7 out of 9.
Okay. 3 dice here. 1 hit. 3 dice here.
Yeah.
2 hits?
Correct. Okay, I'm going to maintain my back attack, so take these 2 guys off. Fascinating. Wow. This is a brutal endgame. So my morale check here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divided by 2 is 3, plus 1 for health, plus 1 because they're lawful. So I need a 4. Oh my god, I failed it. Oh my god. So the elves are smashed. Wow.
So giants are neutral, is that right?
Correct. Not that they'll ever have to make morale checks, but... All right. Man, when I had those gnolls surrounded at some point, but I had... What the hell? Those gnolls have been in... No, right, I'm thinking the bugbears.
The bugbears, yeah.
Okay, that's all my morale checks.
Yes.
All right, so heavy horse comes over the hill. I'm gonna try to hit these guys in the back.
Yeah.
And again, I'm gonna make life as miserable as I possibly can, and then. Yeah, and then I'll get in melee here.
Okay.
So at least so we're down to 3 units each at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I move, I can't shoot. Is how this works. Okay, so I'm going to be threatening all of your units. So the boat face and bam.
Okay.
Can I get in contact with so I got to pay 4 to get up here. So I have to be within 8 actual inches. Looks like yes.
Yeah, you're fine.
The back, yeah.
Yeah, to the back.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, so my 10 last knights come charging down the hill at your Gnolls. I'm gonna roll that first because I'm talking about it.
Okay.
So I get 2 dice in the open, and your armor's down to 4.
Yep.
That takes out 1 figure.
Nice work.
I got 4 knights over there, and I need 5s. There's 1 hit.
Here. Oh, so that takes.
Correct. Yeah, correct. And then giants here, as usual. I only miss on a 1. I do 2 damage in melee, so this would take out 1 figure. Just don't roll a 1. Roll a 5.
So I get rid of the damage die.
No, the damage die is still there.
Oh, because they only have 2 dice.
Right.
All right, so I'll get rid of this guy.
That's fine.
Oh.
That guy wanted to go down.
All right. Morale time. Man.
Yes.
Okay. 2 to 1 to plus 3. So I need 4 better. Right?
Yep.
All right. 4 to 1 plus 3. Am I okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm okay. And then I think it's gonna be 4 better again. 2.
Yes.
Plus 3 is 5. I need 4 better. Yes.
Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna lodge an official complaint against Gary Gygax for giving Gnolls the +2 morale in original D&D. Right this second, I'm not very happy about this. I think that was 1974, broken rule.
Okay, interesting.
I cannot get rid of those Gnolls. I cannot get rid of someone please rid me of these vexing Gnolls.
So I just want to get everyone in contact.
Yeah.
So this here.
Yeah.
And then can I get all of them in contact with you?
So it takes half to turn around, and then you can just fold in, and yes.
Okay.
I got 1 turn of back attacks with my charge of the heavy brigade.
Hey, you took somebody out.
It's going to be hard to take him down. Armor 6.
All right. Well, let's start with this.
Yeah. So I've got 2 health left, right? You got 7 hits out of 9 on these guys.
All right.
You need 5s.
Nothing.
No hits.
All right. Over here, 4 dice that need 6s, right? 1 hit.
1 hit.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
1 hit out of 2.
And then over here, 2 dice that need 5s.
Right. And I got 1 damage. Oh, snake eyes.
Not a thing.
No morale checks for me. All right. I need, again, avoid a 1. So that eliminates a figure on the giant. Stomping on Gnolls.
Oh, I need to leave it there for morale.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got 2 dice over there with my heavy horse.
None.
Nothing. I needed 5s, right? And I got 4 dice fighting up the hill over there. So I need 5s. 1 hit.
Okay, we'll put the damage die back.
Yep.
All right. Morale over here.
Yeah. Now this has got to fail. I mean, what else can I do?
Yeah. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So I need 5 or better, right?
Finally.
You finally got a failure. All right.
1 Gnoll goes away from morale.
Now, that's all my morale checks.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, so 4 dice here. I need 6s.
Yep. There's multiple
gone.
6s.
Yeah.
I got a heavy horse is gone.
All
right.
Interesting.
We have 2 units left each.
These guys.
I need 5s. Okay, I had damage, so I'll take this guy off. And that forces a morale check.
And you want your damage die?
Yes.
Okay, so here's your dice.
Thank you, sir. So the morale check is 3 plus 2 is 5, so the dice need to be 4. It's not too bad, just 4 or higher.
It's always scary when a 1 comes up.
All right, this guy turns around.
Yeah.
I mean, there.
So what's the range there? Well, we'll see.
We'll see next. I can't shoot because I can't move and shoot with the giants.
That counted as a move.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's not a single figure, right?
Right. With solos, you get the turn for free.
All right.
With mass units, no. And don't stick. Julian's sticking it to me in the chat. He's like, I didn't get a full Gnoll figure to break on morale. I only lost half because he was half dead already.
Yeah.
So here's my my medium horse, and I need 5s with these 3 dice. There's no hits.
Okay. Now it's my turn.
Crap. Yeah.
So I assume I can't shoot while I'm out of formation, right?
Yeah, because you don't have the angle, right? If we measure the 45 degrees, they're not pointing.
I mean, this guy. Well, I think one of them is arguably pointing.
Well, this is interesting. I'll permit it if you want to shoot with one figure.
Well, I just want to do what's the rules. Would it be allowed? Well, let's set the two questions aside and answer them separately.
Yeah.
If he were.
Yeah.
So just set that. We don't have to rule on that.
Yeah.
If he were, would you normally allow one figure out of formation to fire? You would.
I mean, if he was alone, then yes. It was just one figure all by himself.
No. One figure out of a unit.
We've never done it before.
So then it sounds like it's not normal. That they would have to reform.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's not worry about the angle.
Yeah.
Let's just okay. So then I'll reform.
Yeah.
I really don't have any choice.
Yeah.
And I'll reform facing you.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile melee. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So there's 1 damage I won't forget about here.
All right. So you fended off my brilliant charge on the heavy horse. I'm probably going to tag you for 2 figures there with my giants next turn.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to get a shot at.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you get 2 figures there. Fuck! You gotta be shitting me!
Oh god!
See, it's that kind of thing that makes me have to dial up the YouTube number of obscenities report that you have to file. Crap, man. So the morale check for that is I need to roll 5.
Okay.
So 2 plus 2 health. Yeah, I need to roll 5. Yeah, okay. 8. All right, so I melee over there. I'll just roll this right now. So I need 5s. You did it. I can do this. I can roll 2 5s.
Yeah, it can be done.
Stupid guy.
No, it's supposed to be 2 5s. I shouldn't laugh too long because I think I'm about to get my ass
Okay, so just going to confirm this. So I'm within 10, so I'm in short range. Right? Yeah.
I think one figure is in within
that's
range.
all I need.
That's all you need.
That's all I need.
One figure is in short.
So giant house-sized boulders. I get +3 to hit. I need a 2. Get 1 die. I do 3 damage. The stone giants are unique in doing 3 damage with the super giant big boulder shots. You got 1 damage over there, so as long as I don't roll a 1, 2 figures go down.
Okay.
3, 2 figures go down.
All right.
You can remove the damage.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We should just have like 5 dice each.
All right. So ratio is 1 plus 3.
Yeah.
So I need 5.
Yeah.
Damn it! I had a bad feeling about that roll. I just I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt
yeah.
it. I knew my time was coming.
Yeah.
All right. Damn, that was decisive.
Yeah, it was. That was tough.
Decisive.
Yeah, that was tough.
Okay. Here.
Snake eyes.
All right. The tide is turning against me.
All right. So the giant's going to start walking. The giants will start walking around here to back up these guys, possibly get back attacks. So they do move. They do move 12.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's moved in so long. I don't remember. Stone giants have moved 12 in original D&D. So there's 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, I thought I brought the giants. Okay, so here's 2 dice. I need 5s. 1 hit.
So 1 goes down.
Yes.
Okay.
Like 3 turns since that happened.
Yeah.
Did I take all the dice? I'm
just got to make a morale here. I probably handed them to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 1.
Yeah.
Plus 3 is 4. I need 5.
Yeah.
Okay. All that. I'm still in the game.
Yeah, still in the game. at least you can't take down 1 figure now.
All right.
Crap.
Do you want me to put a?
Yes, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna. The Giants are gonna ready with a big club to knock you in the head. So there's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess I'm stuck here at this point.
Okay.
Okay, so I can finish you off with any 5. No, I need 2 5s.
Yeah,
Finish you off with 2 5s. There's
Okay,
1
got a
5.
hit. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm attacking.
Okay, so the morale check is. I need a 6.
Yeah.
I have 3 points in my favor. God damn it!
What a game! What a game.
Break. Okay, we're down to 1. We're down to 1. You're gonna be kidding me! You were down to 1 figure each.
All right. So let me just ask some hypotheticals.
It's my turn.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be my turn.
Yeah.
You feel free to ask.
Go ahead then. Might as well.
Yeah. Okay.
My hypotheticals might not matter in a
Okay.
second.
So I'm gonna take full advantage of this. I clearly within 12. I come over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you in the back.
Okay.
As my squad of giants comes up over the hill and smashes you with their stone clubs.
Well, if you only need a 1,
that's automatic, right?
so you automatically.
I'm gonna take it. That's the game.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you get a total of 4 bonus. Your armor comes down to 1. Automatically hit you for 2 damage. That's the game with the giants. The Giants win the pennant.
If I could have just, I feel like if I could have just passed that morale check,
yeah,
and hit you once,
even,
or you know what I'm saying, so many things could have, But what a great game!
The morale is the highest point of drama, right? The morale is always the highest point of drama.
That was a really good game.
That was
a really good game.
1 figure on each side.
True contest.
Definitely.
True contest.
Definitely. Yeah. That was I thought you had it to begin with. I thought I had it easily in hand at one point, and then I'm down to my last figure. It was mostly dead, frankly.
And I feel like I owe an apology to the name
to Julian or
to
Seeker.
Seeker and Julian. Yes.
Yeah.
I did what I could.
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault.
Definitely not. And Julian's pointing out, so he's obviously been watching intently. He's pointing out we were actually down to just like 1 hit point versus 2 hit points, right? Because you were damaged and I was damaged.
That's true.
So that it could not be any tighter game than that.
That's true. That's true.
So the fascinating. I think it was smart for me to try to take control of that hill early on with my hidden elves.
Yes.
I was disappointed when you wiped them all out with a bad morale check for me.
Yep, that's right.
That was the snake eyes for me.
You had your fair share, yeah.
And I think at some point, like Julian was commenting, like maybe an idea would have been for you to push harder. Was it even possible for Gamma to take that hill in the first turn or two? Did you move?
Well, I took a half move to shoot at your elves, which paid off. Right?
Yeah.
So I made one whole move and 1 half move. So I don't know if I would argue that I made the wrong choice there. Right?
I might have misread what Julian was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Julian now is saying, so you think that the decisive moment was when Gamma decided to attack the horse archers, decided to attack the horse archers rather than advance up the hill and block the heavy horses and medium horses from charging. So would that have been his archers?
No, he's talking about my infantry.
Got it.
I think he's talking about my infantry. So I had a choice there.
Yeah.
There were horse archers here tying up my archers. Right. Or I could have gone up the hill.
Got it.
And I thought about that.
Got it.
I didn't blow that decision off. I really thought about it hard.
Okay.
My reasoning was if I could free up the archers, they could start shooting things again, which ended up happening.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
did
yeah, yeah.
eventually happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Huh.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I still am not 100%.
I didn't read that as a terrible choice. Like when
Yeah.
that happened, I totally didn't map that as a mistake. I thought that was that looked okay to me.
It
Interesting.
ultimately meant my archers
Interesting.
got free faster.
Yeah.
So I think
I see that.
in that sense it had an advantage. But you're right. There was a trade-off. I have a question.
Yeah.
You said I know what
Yeah.
I would do when my archers were here.
And now that might have been a mistake. So now the things did not play out the way I would have wanted. So what I would have done at that point is I would have stayed on the hill. Okay,
Oh, really?
I would have stayed on the hill. I'm fighting a bunch of horses.
Yes.
Right. I actually would have just repositioned to aim at my horses so that when the foot went down, I just have an open
But
full.
the foot never went down.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
Interesting.
Yes,
Interesting.
I would have been wasting about 3 or 4 turns.
That's what I was
waiting
worried
for
about.
it.
That's why I did.
Yeah.
Because believe me, it crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Just this good spot. Stay here.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm like, I could be up here all day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I might as well not have a unit. if
I take it back. That
Yeah.
was I
Yeah.
take it back. The Gnolls are. I'm slow to digest how sticky the Gnolls are in the morale.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like what 1 or 2 figures against a whole squad of horses. They're going to go down in 1 turn, and that didn't remotely happen. You can't. They won. They won that melee. Actually, they did.
That's true.
Right.
That they were the last one standing
Right.
in that melee.
They actually killed all my horses.
Yes.
So that was the opposite of what I foresaw happening.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Really
Fascinating.
good game.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
Yeah, right down at the bottom at the end. If those Gnolls finally the Gnolls broke morale right at the last second when you didn't need that.
Right.
And you could have gotten shots on, and I was
I
down to 2
could.
hit
There's a
points with
chance I
giants.
could have taken you out, which
Yeah.
would have been decisive.
Absolutely.
But I have to admit, I got a lot of good morale rolls, so I can't be. It wasn't like it was coming to me. I mean, or rather, it was like it was coming to me.
I don't think they were crazy morale rolls, right? I mean, it was a well-built army specifically take advantage of the Gnoll morale bonus,
Yeah.
and the checks are always in your favor,
Yeah.
right? There's no point with the Gnolls where you're ever 50% likely to break.
The thing about the Gnolls, and I think the reason we think they were overpriced, and I mean, I guess they are, right? Very marginally. Very marginally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that they only get 1 attack.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you get more HD,
Yeah.
but you're still just hitting once.
Yeah.
But yeah, tonight it seemed like they weren't overpriced, honestly.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the simulator is one thing, and then the actual real play of the table is there's additional nuances.
Yeah.
And it comes down to are you using them? Frequently, like I say, I only have about 8 real Gnoll miniatures. So I think when I bring them, and usually when you bring them, we tend to bring about 4, right? Four Gnoll longbows are 1 unit.
Mm-hmm.
And then or 5 foot types, and then 5 dice isn't super impressive.
Right.
But when you bring a giant mob of them like this, and they hang out in the melee for a friggin' long time, getting lots of opportunities to roll that 1 die, turn after turn after turn after turn, then it starts to look useful.
Yeah. Now, one mistake I think I did make,
Yeah.
and this was just a thing where you were more experienced than I was, and I didn't think of it until it happened. I do think I should have gotten my archers touching the hills sooner.
Yeah.
And I think I probably could have managed that if I had made that a priority. So that was because that would have halved attacks on them.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I think that was something I didn't think about enough.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's a point. I'm not. So we'd have to go back in the tape to see whether you actually had an opportunity to do that.
Well, that's true. I may not have. Yeah.
You may not have, because I feel like right after the melee wrapped up, you immediately made that correct move.
That's true.
And that's why this ruling right on this post-it note right here became important. It previously. Of when you do have, because we've had those situations of I've got foot on the hill and I've got horses here, which terrain applies? Makes a big difference. Or in the woods here. And I think that's the right. To me, that feels like the right decision of count the more severe
Treacherous,
terrain type. And you've got, like in the bugbears here, they're hiding behind branches or behind a tree trunk and fighting the horses, right? That certainly makes sense. So that has been in the distant past. That was highly contentious.
Yeah.
But it feels right to me.
Yeah.
Allowing you to have that decision, if possible, feels right to me.
Yep.
Yeah. And what else has come up in the chat? Julian was impressed by the bugbear placement in the beginning.
Ah, good.
And I was stunned, frankly. I was like, I didn't see that. Perfect. They're right there. You have this rule to your advantage, right?
Yeah.
You're fighting from the trees against my horses. You're in contact. I was like, that was...
Yeah.
And again, I was like, I'm going to be here and I'm going to launch, right? I'm going to launch out and take the hill. And I didn't think about like grab somebody from the side like that.
Right.
So that was not on my mind at all. That was a beautiful move.
Well, and
that was like the ESPN highlight reel.
Thank you.
Movement.
Well, and the thing is, I did envision. I'm like, he's going to come straight through here.
Yeah.
Because the gully is the least awful option.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's just going to come right here.
What else can I do?
And so I'll be right there for them.
It was interesting terrain. It was really interesting terrain. For me, having a whole lot of horse and then winding up with this really tricky to get through. And I'm the one that put the woods here, frankly, in order to launch my hidden elf attack.
Yeah.
Right? And there was actually in setup, I was like, I'm going to put elves here and here. And I'm like, well, then that's obvious. Then there's going to be no ambiguity to it. Right. So I specifically held one back just to make you maybe have to guess about which one I put them in.
Well, and do you remember me keeping you guessing with, would you actually know if my bugbears were here?
Correct. Good job. Good job. Yep. Good job. That's a little bit like me. I've got one spell left that's totally useless, but I'm not going to tell you that.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Those bugbears tied up this whole half of the board basically for half the game. And now Julian, the creator of the Gnoll Company Army tonight. He was expecting the Gnolls to be divided into smaller units because that's what we've seen in the past, like I was saying, maybe 4 or 5 at a time. But Dan, Gamma likes to batch them up to get the morale checks working in their favor, and I think that paid off tonight.
Tonight, my morale was great till the end. In the end, it kind of fell apart, but it was great the whole night.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. So I think that I don't mind that of saying like I've got a morale advantage with the Gnolls. I'm going to give myself additional morale advantage with a bigger unit. They got high health. I'm probably not going to be knocking off 5 or 6 of them at once.
Right.
I'm going to knock off 1 or 2 of them
and keep that ratio high.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't mind bringing a big batch of Gnolls. That seemed really worthwhile.
Now, if we had something with the fear factor, they would not get as much of an advantage.
Correct. If I had a dragon,
yes,
which isn't in my standard opposition force, you'd be a
little less advantageous.
Yeah.
They'd still get the bonus, but they wouldn't get the ratio.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. You don't get the ratio. So I could zap you with the dragon fear.
Still, the odds are better with the Gnolls than anyone else.
So you get 2 + 2 - 1, it's a +3. So even there, you only need to roll a 6. It's still more than 50% in your favor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I probably wouldn't do that, right? I mean, I don't know if you have only Gnolls, right? Then I would normally with a dragon, I jump on your biggest, lowest health unit usually.
Yeah.
So if that's what you had, then I would probably be jumping Gnolls, and then again even last time we saw I jumped goblins and they made the morale check and eliminated the dragon. So
that was funny.
So probably odds are in your favor that would happen again with Gnolls.
It could, yeah.
Great game.
Good game.
Great game.
Good
Julian,
game.
Thank you so much for the suggestion of the army. I wasn't going to see that again because I'm kind of stuck thinking about the miniatures. So I will say that Baquius, who I think might have taken off for the night at this point, had a more general suggestion of sometime having one side with an army with all mundane real world types, I think is what he was saying. Okay. So kind of close to what I had here. So just the heavy horse and the pikes and the normal longbows. And then the other type have be able to use fantasy types.
Yes.
So maybe giants and maybe, not a whole lot of solos, but maybe like a wizard or a dragon or something like that, and see how it stands up with real world type versus fantasy type. And certainly it's balanced. That should still be a game.
Yeah.
It should still be a game. There might be some kind of weird interaction, maybe with like if I have a wizard and you don't have any solos, I don't know, to bias it. But the intent is that should still be gameable.
Yep.
You want to try that sometime?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So maybe we'll do that next time.
Cool. That's cool. Speaking of which, so I guess we'll have to figure out. I don't know if you know another date, or I will not be here 2 weeks from today. I'll be out of town, but
Got it. So I'll plan to have 2 weeks in a row of Pool of Radiance play.
Okay.
I have at least 2 more games to go in that. So I'm going through Valhingen Graveyard and then the final castle. So that'll be the next 2 Thursdays here on the Wandering M's channel. And we can talk. So either we'll play again in 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
Okay.
Whatever you prefer.
I think
frankly.
either of those would work.
Okay.
So I'll just double check that and we'll loop back.
Okay. So check the channel and we'll see when the next upcoming event on YouTube is scheduled for. So thank you so much, Dan.
Likewise.
Now I'm going to have a hard time sleeping.
This was fun. A lot of fun.
That was great. Paul and I'll be back for more Wandering M's discussion this Sunday. Had a great conversation about morale last Sunday, so we'll find.
I want to check that out.
Yeah, that was again, that itself was a viewer suggestion from one of our after chats the prior week. Great conversation. Morale is so important here, right? I like it being important in my D&D games. Yeah. I use the exact same rule in my D&D games that we do here, actually, of your hit dice plus these 2d6. You're trying to get 9. Nice. I do the same thing. I think it's dramatic. These games entirely come down to that, right? And I like seeing that drama in my D&D games. So we had a great conversation about that last time. And maybe just last couple comments from Julian here. With regards to your army, you decided to go with Gygax's kobolds that get stronger with each victory. And I remember Gygax wrote about that at some point. Since Isabel won with the Gnolls last time, he wanted to go with them again to try to beat me twice with the Gnolls. So you're 50-50, and damn, really close the second time. So next suggestion will probably be dwarves, is what I'm being told.
When are we going to have the undead enter the scene?
Well, I like Halloween.
Okay, cool.
Like I'm thinking at Halloween at the latest.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Yes. So probably some fiery stuff for the summer, and then undead definitely the Halloween.
Cool.
Yeah. So we'll see how that works. And again, if you're not a patron of Wandering M's, get on patreon.com/WanderingM's. We got a $1 tier. You get on a Discord server. Continue the conversation. That's where we got the suggestion for the armies tonight. That's where we got the suggestion for the morale discussion last week. And we would love to see you there. The more the merrier. So we will be back in 3 or 4 weeks.
Yes.
Amazing. And I'll try to get to sleep. I don't know about you guys. I'll probably be up all night. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Take care.